Hello, everyone. Welcome back for episode 11 of the Gossamer Veil. I'm your DM, Katie, and I'm joined tonight, this second time this week, by our players, same as always, Jillian, Kyle, Mac, and Greg. Uh, Quick note before our recap, if you want to hang out with me and Jillian tomorrow, we're doing a little extra session this week over on the Grouch Couch here on Twitch. We'll be playing this what they call improv quest. We don't know what's happening. It's all gonna be made up and we're gonna have a good time. That'll be at 9 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow on their channel. So come hang out with us tomorrow. But for tonight, we have our wonderful Fae drama. Well, maybe more criminal drama at the moment than Fae based. Now let's get with a little recap. So earlier this week, you all were in the town of Crossbower. Uh, Lamb and Kian, we started off with you all were in town doing some shopping. You went to a place called the Bun Boutique, got a lot of fun little pastries, spent way too much money on it probably, but you're set on food for a day or two. Uh, did a bit of shopping for friends, got a pair of gloves that might have just been that dude's normal work gloves, but hey, you've got them. Keanu bought some gemstones for a future project and just kind of had a nice morning. You heard a bird crying, but didn't sound too terrible, so you didn't check it out. And went and hung out at a well for a bit while Matt and Jack were in meeting at a warehouse full of criminals. Uh, Jack quickly learned that half of the room was full of people that Madden had been in prison with, and helped escape, sort of. That you both sat kind of quiet throughout the meeting, where who seemed to be the head criminal of half of the people in the room, Fion, was presenting his case as to why the other half of the group should provide them resources to help kill the leader of the Boundless Deermid. Fion was very adamant that the man was a snake and was a parasite to the continent and needs to be dealt with. And it seemed like the other group, mainly Raza, the tiefling woman who was speaking on behalf of their group, their boss, some mysterious woman named Her. Uh, she agreed that they would have their resources, that they would get him his army to go face Dirma down in a week and a half, 2 weeks' time, and that she'd see them there and might see them later to talk details. And you all split off outside of the building. Jack sent up his owl and caught Varys and Clover in the alleyway staring into the building. And he overheard all of the people in there just praising Madden, saying how great he was, and being just really excited that he was here and that they get to treat him to drinks and just have a good night with a person that essentially changed their lives. So you all left that group, found Kian and Lamb at the well, and shared in some pastries. And then I believe everyone headed back to the tavern to hear about Madden's connection with these people in prison. He shared the story of how he found a razor on the ground and was able to use it to get out, not in the way he had wanted, but he had to kill a guard that was very nice to him. A very kind man.
It's really nice.
Just the nicest boy. Probably the best guard in that place.
The only decent man.
One of the only decent men there, probably.
He was really good. He was a
Whatever.
really nice man.
It's fine. We're not traumatized by it at all, except we are. And he was able to get the keys off of him, get out of the building, but on his way out, he heard Fion call out to him and gave those keys to Fion so he could help the rest of the group escape. Or at least as many people as he could. Big prison. Then Kian and Madden, you both went off back to the Temple of Angus to do a sleep study
Mhm.
in which everybody there got to experience the hell nightmares that Madden has been experiencing. You felt the fires, choked up the soot. Kian and this priestess Mabel experienced fire damage in the process. You all learned that it sounded like some kind of evocation magic is happening in this space, this dream vision that potentially was creating these fires, and learned that most of the trees are hawthorns, but there is a mix in what is being burned. And Mabel seemed to think that this was not Bridget's like territory in the other world, that this was something else, and gave you some suggestions. Nothing super great, but maybe going to one of Bridget's temples would help you out. Kind of at a loss because she's not really one that deals with the otherworld gods. On the other half of the team, Jack spent time after this meeting journaling about what had happened, or at least attempting to without it seeming super incriminating, which is very difficult when one of the things that was talked about was definitely criminal activity.
Vague journaling.
Vague journaling with a lot of scratching things out. It's fine. Just don't let anyone get the journal. It'll be okay. And then
It's got all my spells in it, so I hope nobody gets it. That'd be a
don't
problem.
lose it.
Be a problem for a lot of reasons.
You'll have to get a new one if you lose it. And then Lamb, after everyone left the room, accosted Varys and started asking him questions about why there was blood on his hand that one time when he sent off a letter. He tried to ask about who Varys's goddess is, and he seemed kind of uncomfortable and said that she could ask him about it in the morning when everybody was there, kind of like what they all did with Madden, so that she would at least have teammates to rely on if she didn't like what she heard. And he then took her hunting for information about the bandits in town. You all learned that there's this man named Renault who's been bothering the ladies at a brothel called Dip and Sip. And he gets kicked out almost every night and kind of passes out in the alley. So if you want to find him, you'll probably be able to around 6 a.m. without too much trouble. Believe we ended with Kian and Madden. You were on your way back towards the tavern. Lamb and Varys were also heading that way, and Jack, you are still there. Is there anything, Kian and Madden, you wanted to do on your way back, or do we just want to cut to the tavern?
I go
Probably-
tavern.
Yeah.
Cut to the tavern.
Kian would just heal himself a little on the way back, so.
We heal ourselves from our burn injuries.
One spell slot.
On the way back from this brothel, Varys is just going to talk a lot about how he thinks he could find this guy today if, you don't want to wait for the morning. He doesn't mind missing the party, but we can run it past the team. That's his main vibe.
I think that's wise, myself. At the very least, I'm positive Madden would want to hear about it, and he might be quite put out if we went and addressed it without him not saying nothing.
All right, I'll go back to the inn. We can ask him. And you two can head back. Jack, is there anything you would like to do before everybody reconvenes before the eventual evening activities?
Jack's been sitting in a corner booth down at the bar for a while, not saying much to anyone, but definitely keeping an eye out for broken circles on people's attire. So
Yeah,
just
you
having a
can-
drink.
You can roll perception for me.
12.
Well.
Who rolls a character that has a +1 to perception? Like this is so foreign to me.
Character that doesn't actually normally look for stuff, I guess.
Weird, wild.
Jack's
I feel
just kind of he's
so much
paying
better
attention
about my
to his
plus
drink.
2.
Yeah. Jack's accustomed to just worrying about himself and staying in his own lane, not perceiving anything else.
At the moment, you're not seeing anybody specifically with those emblems on them. Like the people from the prison group are not here yet. Nothing too exciting. It's still early afternoon, getting into near dinner time now, probably. Eventually, everyone's back in the inn. Ferris will clock that Jack's downstairs in the corner. We'll drag Lem that way. And the other two of you are welcome to join the table when you get there.
Yeah. We'll team up when we show up.
Hell yeah. Perfect. Good.
Table of familiar faces.
Jack will prestidigitate the glasses of subpar ale that he has poured for each of them and slide them across as they sit down at the table.
Thanks.
That's fair. Thank you kindly. Right, so how'd the study go?
Well,
So a little magic, I suppose, happened, and then the priestess and Kian were like, I guess, side saddle for the dream,
Oh.
and
Oh.
I was able to get us to said dream, and it was just the burning forest again. But we think we've come to the conclusion that it was mostly hawthorns in the forest, and that someone seemed to be casting some sort of magic, some sort of ritual. The priestess doesn't think this is Bridget's realm that I was in, that it seems to be something else. Could be a type of vision, unclear. She thinks the idea of possibly finding a temple or something of Bridget or someone who worships to get information and maybe try to give a nice apology should do something. At minimum, I will have given an apology and I'll just accept that for what it is. So that's sort of where we're at.
For Jack's own mental, this is kind of meta, but also not. Kian healed up. How does Kian look? Does he look hurt having come back? Because Madden said that he went along for the dream.
Mm-hmm.
Does he look like he's better now after he healed, or does he look like he came back from this exchange hurt?
I'd say he's probably still looking a little roughed up. I didn't really heal to full, so.
Okay.
He's
Well,
got
Jack
some
can't do
soot
shit
on
about
him.
that, but he's making a mental note about it.
Yeah.
I mean, if Kian still looks visibly injured, I think, I feel like Lamb would probably at least try and like offer him a little boost, which she's got. Trying to remember where that's at. Sorry. Yeah, Balm of the Summer Court. Yes. Bonus action. Yes. Yeah. I think Lamb kind of like reaches over and sort of gives Kian a gentle little pat on the arm and pops him. What is this dice? One dice from my Fey energy pool. That dice is a. Why does it not say in the description? Okay. Right.
Hmm.
New characters, so much fun to create, not so fun to like slip into.
Yeah, it's a little. Okay, here we go. D6. Sorry. There we go. Okay. Yeah. How rough do he look? Do he look pretty rough or just a little bit?
Just a little.
Just a little bit.
Missing 10 HP.
Yeah. Lamb will pop over 2 D6s because hopefully we won't need an awful lot of healing at the party tonight.
Hope not.
Hope not.
I don't know what's
two-
going down?
God, I know, right? Gee. Well, if nothing else, maybe a bar brawl? Probably. 2d6. That's 6 HP of healing for Kian.
Wow. Thank you, Lamb.
Of course. Certainly, certainly. And that's from this vision, is it?
Yeah, the fires, they felt so real.
Oh dear. Well, I know the priestess thought that this was more likely to be a vision rather than you being transported somewhere. Did she happen to mention if it was a vision of something that's happened already or something that's yet to
She
be?
presented both as an option.
Lots of hot horns, you said, and fire being created by evocation.
Yeah, we just didn't really have a way to tell when or if this has happened. Just given the dream nature of it.
Well, I don't know. It could perhaps be the burning of the hot horns at the aftermath of the war, perhaps, and perhaps Bridget's sore about it and wants to really rub it in your nose how angry she is about that, and that's why she's so angry about you touching the hot horn. I don't know. Or more worrying, it might be something yet to happen, though I don't know where any place might be that'd have a whole forest chock full of hot horns. Not these days.
I'm currently not too pressed about it. The dreams don't bother me too much, and neither does the mark. So at this time, I'm all right.
Well, if that starts to change, then perhaps would it be useful if I were able to look in on your dreams if they start to change? If I were able to do something like the priestess?
Maybe I don't exactly like the fact that everyone was getting sort of burned up at the and that I was okay. I think I could muscle through it, but
Well, that sort of sounds like it's just something, an effect of the dream, and perhaps you were sort of braced for it, you know? You sort of already knew what to expect. You'd felt the fire before at the hot turn, and you'd felt it again in your dream, and perhaps you were sort of ready without realizing you were ready and keen and
I
Mabel.
wonder if you have some sort of protection from it. 'Cause you had that weird heat mirage after the tree incident.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Fire
really don't know.
normally hurts me, but this is particular.
That would be normal of it to hurt you.
Yeah, I am not immune to fire, but maybe magical Bridget fire, perhaps. I'll let you know if anything changes if I get worried.
Please do. At any rate, if there is anything we can do to help you, even if nothing does change, let us know, aye?
Sure.
Well, unless there was anything else you wanted to mention on that, dunno how you spent your time, Jack, but Varys and I were looking round town a bit. Looking into some of the boundless, what had been talked about.
Did you find any?
Not found to man, but we've found a trail of sorts. Tails.
Far from here.
How far is the Bordello?
I'm assuming most things in this town are a 15 to 20 minute walk.
Makes sense.
Walkable city, guys.
Yeah, very walkable, super efficient. We love that. I mean, it's about as far a walk there from here as it is from here to most any place else.
Huh. Do we want to have our fight now, or want to have our party first and then our fight?
Uh, the problem was he's not there yet. Well, we think that he'll be there at like 6 a.m. in the morning outside of the building, but I might go try to find him.
See, the thing is,
A little
he's
impatient.
he's of a habit of showing up at this place, this house. Course he's already drunk, but of course most of the fellas going in there already are. And he goes in, starts having a lovely time, and then eventually starts yelling and telling stories about stuff he's done with the Boundless, and does not spare none of the story's details, and it upsets the ladies something terrible. So gets himself kicked out about time that Bordello closes for business first thing in the morning.
Well, I'll just say that first of all, there's nothing wrong with having a few drinks and letting out a little bit of pent up emotion. But if he was upsetting some ladies, then maybe we should.
He's been
eh,
upsetting them regular too.
And he wears a broken circle, so
On top of that, I don't know, he seems not well. He's not handling these things well. He's one of the ladies I spoke with seemed to think he's not seeming sure if he's proud or ashamed.
Starting to regret some choices, maybe.
I'm wondering. I dunno. I've not met the man yet, and from what I've heard, he's not struck none of the ladies as yet. But one of the ladies did say that he'd been making some bragging about something the Boundless are getting up to a couple towns south.
Hmm. Bragging.
so you're saying there probably is a fair bit we could learn from.
Talking to him and not killing him outright, I think.
Wonder where he drinks.
Well, mostly, according to most folk, it's either here or any other place what sells to water. Anywhere else in town seems like he's not very picky, and he'll buy more at Bordello if he feels like.
They also mentioned some kind of fighting club, which probably sells drinks there.
Likely.
A sort of fighting club. What
In this town?
Underground, they said.
Yeah.
Any details on that?
Not much. The ladies didn't really have much to say, didn't ask him much about it.
She didn't seem like the type that go.
Mm-mm.
Put it in our basket of questions.
The basket is so full.
The way Varys and I figure it, either we can try and find where the man's trying to sober up now ahead of his evening dalliances, or we can wait out till tomorrow when we know precisely where he's going to be. And he'll be in no fit state to fight us off, I'd imagine, or put up much of a fight at all. We could probably just spin him round a few times, knock him on his arse.
That's a good point. Don't know how easy he'd be to talk with then, but that probably just either way it might be difficult.
I'd let him get a few drinks in him, loosen his tongue a bit, so we don't have to loosen it for him.
We've options, I think, and I think it's worthwhile at least trying to get some words out of him, as willing as we're able to get them out of him, before we have to resort to nothing else. I think as much information as we could get from him as possible is better. Mayhaps stop whatever's going on south of here.
Sounds like a plan.
I don't know, do a lot of you prefer to try and find him now, or would it be better we take the easy path? Just find him when he's down.
We're meant to meet some of Madden's friends here for a celebration of sorts. They said they were buying the drink.
True.
We should take them up on that offer.
I can disagree with you on that. It'd be rude to stand him up. What you think, Madden?
For this, I'll go with whatever the group thinks. I'm also personally not against just setting Varys loose and seeing how he feels about the whole situation, but
We're going to have our own questions to ask. Varys is going to do what Varys does, and we might not get answers to our questions if we let Varys go. Varys deserves
Well,
to
I
if
be
can ask
you-
some questions.
I believe in you that you could ask questions.
We
Just
just have
gotta
to
scare
give
him a
him the
bit.
questions.
He does seem to type that might scare pretty well. If he's already falling off apart around a whole room full of ladies of tonight, then I don't know.
Why not wait till nightfall when we can all be together and be scarier?
Listen, I'm gonna go outside tonight either way,
Mm.
but I won't go kill him if you don't want me to.
We'd appreciate it if you'd at least hold off on to killing till we have an opportunity to speak with him.
Participate.
Eh,
Madden
I-
shrugs as the middle ground in this. Like, I'm good either way.
Lamb just like holding in the back of her head. I need to see whether or not there's a spark of redemption in this man's eyes. I need to see with my own eyes.
Sure, 6 a.m. We can go.
Oh boy.
Or
I'll
he
be
makes the
able to-
mistake and comes and drinks here.
Oh, yeah, who knows?
There is the
Mayhaps
possibility.
He'll crash
Did you
the
ask
party.
them what he looks like?
Did we get a description?
Nope, sure didn't ask that.
Fucking hell! I was
No.
Did you get a name or anything?
Reynolds.
Yeah.
No, we're not.
Reynolds.
Okay.
Reynolds, all right.
I don't know what he looks like, but
You know how many
You
breaks
are
are in this
circles.
circle?
I'm sorry. This was my first time doing any kind of interviewing of ladies of tonight.
Lamb.
It's
I'm
okay,
sure
Lamb.
you did fine. You're all right, lass. We'll figure it out. We can ask about, and if anyone has any information, all the better to them. If they have information they don't want to share, we could have fun with them.
Maybe buy him a few drinks.
I am drinks. That's the sort of fun we're looking for. He winks at Madden.
He'll look at Lamb. Don't worry, Agent Honey. We'll figure it out.
Okay. All right. Right. We'll. I'll make sure I'm more careful about getting physical descriptions into future. That seems rather silly to forget about. Now I'm thinking back on it. But well, in the meantime, anything that we ought to do in the meantime before your friends arrive, Madam?
I don't have anything.
Jack takes the pitcher, pours another pint, slides it, prestidigitates the bad flavor of the bad ale, slides it across
Yeah.
the lamb.
You prestidigitating the flavor.
I'll make it taste at least decent.
Yeah.
Nice.
We can make it taste fresh and not slightly stale.
Yeah, we're gonna do it with like a spring elderberry.
Nice. Ooh.
Can get into that.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's pleasant. Thank you kindly. Jack, were you experimenting with doing this all this time?
Yeah, I learned it all today.
You're fibbing. It tastes very nice, though.
Varys, no fun without us.
Okay, but what if I find someone and their name isn't Reynold, but they're a member of this group?
I think anyone here would appreciate it if you reached out to at least one of us to have
Madden shrugs.
some of the fun with you.
We'll see. Before I head out, we can decide if any of you think the party isn't fun
Starting to
enough.
sound like you need to take Jack with you.
Jack, do you want to leave this party with me and abandon your free drinks to come hunt bandits with me?
Whereas I've been across a good portion of this land, and I've always thought it was rude to leave a party without being asked to. So, um, no, what could you just find out some information and then maybe come back and let us know? I found this. These folks want to have fun and see who wants to join. Some of them might come here.
You can give me a persuasion check. It's real high.
Get it, bud.
That's why Madden's not even trying. He's like, I see no point in telling this man not to kill bandits.
Yeah.
22, which is almost as high as Jack is capable
Ooh.
of.
Wow.
See, I'm thinking about it for a moment. This is a one-time thing. Today only, I'm willing to do this for you, Jack. I will not kill anyone while I'm out. I will only get information.
We've got a basket full of questions, and
But if I come back here and I ask if anyone wants to join me and you all say no, I get to go right back out and deal with the problem.
if you come in and saying you got some fun out there and some information to be had, I'll be the first to join you.
That seems fair.
It's a deal? I'll come to you first.
And you're sure you don't want to stay for some drink?
I'll stay for a couple, but I
They're
don't need
being
party
paid
with them.
for.
Are you sure we should presume all of us are being treated?
Oh, he really sounded like he was paying for everything.
All right, then.
Not just drinks. It kind of sounded like he was paying for people's rooms. It was a lot.
Ooh. Really likes you, Madden.
Madden gives like a little bit of a shrug.
Well, I see no reason to stir nothing up. I think we'll have an alright time tonight.
Is there anything you guys want to do before people start arriving to the tavern? You gonna go clean up and make sure you look nice for your prison dad, Madden?
Yeah, I'm gonna go clean up. For the boys.
Wash my face
Now
from
go
my
freshen up.
siesta.
Madden is going to take a moment though before the we keep calling it a party. It's not, but before the party starts, he's gonna like go and like pick up Clover and kind of like go off to the side with her. So if for tonight you could just maybe let things go just tonight. I mean, if it's really bad, if one of them feels really bad, you can let me know. But like if it's just a little, maybe we let it go for now until we deal with Diarmid. Holding her like a football.
Show me that again. How do you hold a football?
A football. You know.
A bird-sized football, okay?
A football. A football.
You can roll. I will let you do with advantage rolling persuasion for talking to your bird.
Neat. Telling her that, hey, listen, I
Asking
know
her to
they're
chill.
probably bad. They were in prison.
But how
I
bad
get
can
it.
they be?
They probably did crimes, but like, what
hasn't?
kinds?
Not a super great. I'm glad I'm at least decent at persuasion, but that doesn't mean much right here. 11. I got a 4 and a 6 on the dice. Not super great.
If a bird could stick their nose up at you in response,
Yeah.
that is what it looks like in response to you talking to her and saying this.
Madden nods and is like, all right. I thought I'd ask.
When they're done, Kian will hold up a peanut for her from across the bar.
He'll like toss her up so that she can like
Nice.
fly towards it.
She's gonna go to the table and stay there. If people are there
Yeah.
offering her food, she doesn't go back to Madden.
Madden's like, that's fine. That's fine and understandable.
Sorry to butt in. We're a little later in the evening. I want to state for the record that Jack is recasting mage armor upon himself.
Yeah, you're good.
Yep.
With mage armor, I'm going to assume he has that cast on him most of the time.
Yeah, but it costs a spell slot. So if I need to spend another one before a long rest, then it matters that I say
I
it.
trust
So,
you to do it. And we can throw it in whenever. But Clover has some snacks and avoids Madden because she's mad.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else people are doing before the evening?
I think we're ready for the evening.
As people get ready, and Clover is swapping between the three of you and clearly is avoiding Madden. Goes to
What do you
Varys
say
too.
to her?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Madden's like, that's fine. This is all understandable. This is our first fight.
Oh.
She's right. I'm wrong.
Eventually, you would all reconvene downstairs,
Mm-hmm.
waiting for these people to show up.
What if they stood me up?
What if they
No.
never come, guys?
What if they didn't
Wow.
show up? And I'm like,
Oh
oh
my
guys, yeah, they
God.
sent a letter. They were busy.
Ooh.
I got a message in my head and they aren't coming.
happening in the
Boy.
background, Jack has run up a significant bar tab at this point.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Well, you can dip into your savings at Bank de Madden. So
Yeah.
if we are stood up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank goodness, because I've got 36 silver.
Oh boy.
I think
Buddy.
we got like 50 in the bank. Let me open the bank.
You're probably fine. But
Yeah,
in the
You got-
meantime,
we got 50 gold in the bank.
yeah, you
For
guys are
you
good.
specifically.
Plus, you got plenty of stuff that you can sell if need
Yeah.
be.
Lamb and Jack both have 50 gold in the bank. That
Okay.
technically belongs to them.
Okay. Cool.
But is just sitting as party funds currently.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. This is okay by Lamb.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys, before they get there, there's just kind of the general patrons in the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Just same people that you saw the night before.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody knew.
Is Moira there?
Moira's there.
Cool. All right.
She's always there. First
This
off.
is where she is in the evenings at minimum.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is her spot.
Bar life. She's there for new people. There's some new faces, and there's a table with a handful of like town guards at it who look like they're off shift, chilling, having a couple drinks and eating, but
Cool.
pretty low vibes
Vibes
For-
are low.
for the moment.
Vibes are chill for now.
Mm.
I wonder, when were they intending to show up? Do we know?
Madden shrugs.
I'm sure we'll know when they get here.
I didn't doubt that. They sounded like they were, I suppose, in a mood to celebrate.
And then very quickly, the noise ramps up when the door opens and a group of men walk in this door with Fionn leading. There's everyone you saw from the meeting is there, plus, 5 others?
Mhm.
Mm.
No.
Really quick for my brain, what does Fionn look like? Again.
Lucky for you, I sent this to Jillian at one point and was able to find this description, so I have that.
Thank God!
I
Don't
know
you
what Fionn
love it?
looks like.
Hooray!
But he is like late 30s, early 40s ish in age. He's got like dark eyes, brownish, auburn hair with some gray streaks in it. It's like shaved at the sides but longer at the top.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's got a long, thin scar down the right side of his face.
Mm-hmm.
And wearing casual clothes right now. He's got a sword with him, but most people that look like they're travelers have some kind of weapon on them here, so it's not out of place.
Mm-hmm.
He's a human.
He is a human, and he's got his sleeves pushed up, the arms covered in tattoos.
Mm. Ooh.
Very muscular guy. And then the other people with him, hey guys, I didn't pick races for the other 5 dudes that are new, but
That's
at
fine.
minimum 3 people are human looking and one is elven looking, and then the other 5 are question mark. You imagine your heart's desire, they were in prison. And if you talk to one of those mystery people, we'll decide then.
Perfect.
There's a surly blue-scaled dragonborn. No, I'm kidding.
There could be a dragonborn.
Madden will get up to greet them, like immediately. Is up and over there.
I feel like Lamb will kind of maybe like give him some space, not be like right on his heels, but like give him a little second to say hi, greet him, welcome him in, and maybe like sort of follow after a little beat or 2 or 3 after.
Mm-hmm.
Say hello, make introductions.
Jack will walk over with the party. If there is a
We're
look of
all going over at this
recognition,
point.
if there's a look of recognition in Fionn's eyes that like, oh yeah, you're the one that was at the warehouse, Jack's gonna like bro him up. Like he's just gonna give him a hug. Like, hey, we know each other. We're cool.
Yeah. He will
Appreciate you,
return
buddy.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Varys has stayed behind because Clover is starting to act up already. Immediately starts squawking at these people when they walk in the door.
Madden trying to ignore it real aggressive, like,
Oh no!
like,
Maybe
yeah,
Clover should go with Varys.
Yeah, makes sense. This is all making sense.
Like, if anyone's close by, you hear him talking to her, being like, "You need to be quiet."
Oh no!
Shh.
Not inside.
Use your inside cause.
Use your inside voice, Clover, please. Fionn will immediately return the hug and give one to, the half hug, half shoulder bounce to Madden.
Yeah.
I promised everybody drinks, rooms. We're here. Celebrate.
Around, and we'll be getting drinks.
All right.
And partying with the boys.
Hello, you're Fionn. I'm Lamb. It's good to meet you.
You as well, and you are. There's so many new faces. He's good. He looks at you, Kian. New face.
Nice to meet you.
This is Kian. Kian's a good one. Is one to keep an eye on. Got a lot of potential. Very good folk.
An up and comer. Got it.
Right?
I guess so.
So new, like Galt. He is the newest of our group. Might like him. Kind of loud, but good at Galt comes over with a tray of drinks for everybody.
Nice. Love it.
Oh, you're right. Galt's a good one.
Thank you, Galt.
Flush a little bit.
He's like, I am good, aren't I?
The validation is instant here.
Theon, these are the group I was telling you about that probably interested in giving you an assist.
They tell you all the details. It's going to be in like 2 weeks. So we've got some time before the big event.
Right.
2 weeks. 2 weeks till. Is it? Are we intended to be any place? Well, I suppose that's nothing to be discussed tonight. Specific questions I've got, but that's later.
Have some fun first, and then we can talk about your questions. I'm here. We're all here. They were there. They can answer your questions.
I dinna doubt. For now, the meat's not the best, but the ale's rather good.
Bring your ale this way first. I'll take care of it. The ale's not that great.
Good to know. Galt, bring the trays to Jack first, and then pass it out.
You'll thank him for it.
He's right good with it.
He immediately turns back around instead of handing out the rest and comes to you, Jack, with this tray of mugs.
Yeah, Jack will
And sets them down.
Jack will press the digit. He'll look up and see if there's any preferences, like any dietary restrictions, preferences, anything among the crowd. All right, and just blast them to nice brown ale. Like we'll make this a nice medium palatable for everybody. Not too heavy, not too light.
Yeah. They will happily accept it and start passing out the rest of them.
Oh, brilliant.
The two quieter men from the group that were mentioned at the meeting have kind of more gone to tables and are just chilling, not really the stand-up and partying type.
Fair.
They're here to have a good time.
Makes
I'm
sense.
here to party.
Yeah.
I'm here to do the normal amount of partying, which is however hard they party, I will party.
It's
Jack
pretty
will play
hard.
some tunes.
Nice.
Do you want to give me a performance check for your tunes?
Yeah, Jack's not the most talented performer, but he is a performer. He may not give the a 17.
Hey, nice.
Yeah,
Doesn't take
he's,
too long for
he's not a
people to
bard.
jump up.
This is a hobby for him. This is not his job, but
Yeah.
but he loves a mood.
It's good enough to get the energy up and going. People start dancing.
Yeah.
You can see Moira gets on top of a table. And
There she goes.
Oh, all right.
pulls one of the random other people from Fion's group up there. She doesn't know these guys. Just gonna dance with somebody.
Is it Galt? Does she pull
No.
Galt up?
Galt is busy. He has a
Of
tray.
course, he
has
does.
a
His
job.
hands are full.
He's
His hands
working.
are full. He's carrying
Yep,
stuff.
yep. Good point. Good point. Amazing though.
Fion has made sure that all of the boys know that Madden, your drink is not supposed to be empty at all.
Yeah.
So they are constantly making sure you have a new glass if it's ever close to empty.
And it makes a stop at Jack first every time.
Mhm.
It's good ale only for you, bud.
This feels like a challenge, and I will do my best.
Oh
Oh,
boy. Keep going.
We're not aiming for blackout, but we're gonna get a little turn.
Gonna get crispy.
It doesn't take too long into this. I'd say Varys stays for about an hour before he leans over to whoever is closest to the table and is going to say, all right, I promised to stay for a couple of drinks. I'm going to head out. Who wants her? And is going to hold up Clover, who's been talking to this whole time as she squawks.
Keen will
Very
take her. He
You're
was probably
brave.
giving her a peanut, so
Yeah, she's gonna. If you don't hold on to her, it seems like she's gonna fly out and go attack any of them at any moment.
ew.
So you're going to have to hold on to her the whole time.
Are you sure that you don't just want to take her with you? Maybe.
That might be a good idea.
That may
Turn her towards him.
be best.
All right,
Perhaps.
Clover, we are going to go out. and not kill anyone. And we're going to learn about nuance today.
I believe in the both of you. You'll be
Nuance.
great.
He'll walk out with this bird.
That's probably for the best.
And you
In
can hear these
fairness,
cries.
yeah.
Clearly.
Oh no.
Oh boy. I feel like, if nothing else, if Clover does start going amok, like the most she's gonna be able to do is like scratch a guy's eye or something before Varys might be able to pull her back.
Is she a crow or a raven?
She's a crow.
Okay. A crow could still peck an eye pretty good, but like
Yes.
a raven's a different story.
Yeah,
That's a
Raven's
big
big
beak.
bird.
Yeah, Raven's
Real
big
big birds.
Yeah, they are.
Real big bird.
Oh,
Now,
boy.
Clover might be getting a little bigger. She's had a lot of treats, but
True.
she's growing up, guys.
We're not body shaming birds here.
No,
No, she's
heck
beautiful.
no.
We
Yeah,
love her.
yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Those two head on out, and
Cool.
eventually the sounds of Angry Bird dies out, and you all can enjoy the party without listening to her scream.
Take her to go take it out on some pigs. Anyway.
For some reason, Clover's screams in my mind are an angry, drunken Boston woman, like being dragged out of a bar.
Oh, God.
You can't do this to me!
They definitely were angry, incredibly angry on the way out the door.
Yeah,
Mm,
that makes sense. Ooh,
I'm sure she'll
dear.
get over it.
Probably. I hope. Perhaps we'll need to buy her some extra nuts.
Madden just slips back into the crowd immediately.
And party keeps
Yeah.
going.
Party's going. I feel like Lamb is trying to like kind of make small talk with like the most approachable of these ex-criminals. Like kind of straight up doing it just like she was at the bordello. Like she is just approaching these people like people, just asking them, you know, what's up, like what's your specialty, like trying to keep it light.
Sure.
Fair.
Who do you want? Who would you think she thinks is approachable? The quieter people, or the ones that are being more involved with the partying? Because you can talk with Galt or Broderick, or there's the people that were quieter that you don't know the names of yet because they're chilling.
Well, the ones that are like up and about and dancing, I feel like she would let like do their thing, have their vibe, enjoy their party. The ones that are kind of sitting to one side, she might look to see like any of them that look like they aren't avoiding sitting directly next to somebody else. If she sees somebody who's like obviously trying to keep space to themselves, she won't insert herself there. But if somebody's like just sort of people watching, maybe, if they seem like they are more maybe either wistful or contemplative rather than waiting for the party to be over or whatever
I'll
vibe
let you
maybe.
roll
Mm-hmm.
insight to see between the two quieter dudes which one has better vibes. for you.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
I'll give you general vibes based on your insight of them.
Vibe check. Let's see. It's a 17.
17. Okay, the elven man is staring down daggers at everybody in this room, trying to gauge them. So, very quiet.
Aggressively quiet.
Aggressively quiet is kind of on lookout, keeping track of everything.
He
The other
seems
one
like
seems
he'd
more
not
like
like
he's
me
chilling.
interrupted him.
The human guy is just kind of chilling.
Probably will go with the human guy and not the guy who looks like he would be angry about having his attention diverted.
He's on a mission right now, is what it
He-
looks like to you.
Maybe he's actually on a mission and just making sure that the party stays safe for his friends. Who knows?
Could be.
Let him do his job. So Lamb walks over and like maybe like asks if the human guy has a fresh drink, if he needs anything. Yeah.
I could use a fresh one.
Of course, I can do that for you. I'm Lamb, by the way, and you are?
Uh, I'm Amsden.
Emston?
Amsden.
It's good to meet you. You any sort of preference for your drink?
He made it taste like blueberry once. And that one was pretty good compared to the others.
The blueberry's very nice. I also. Do you like any other sort of fruit or anything in that sort of way? Or is it the blueberry?
I think the one that I got was just blueberry, but you could put something else if you want.
I think you may like another something. I tried it just earlier today and I liked it very well. I'll ask Jack to do it for you,
Okay.
yeah?
Yeah.
All right, just a moment. Lamb bustles away and gets a fresh mug of ale and makes her way over to Jack. Do you think you could do what you did for me earlier today?
Jack will just give like a Pete Townsend strum. Aye, and then it is done.
Amazing! Cheers! Thank you kindly. And away she goes, back over to sit with this gentleman over here. Right, so try that and let me know what you think.
Take a little sip. That's pretty good.
I thought it was pretty nice myself. Jack's a right good talent with that prestidigitation of his.
It's really useful. Haven't seen something like that in a long time.
Really? You not, you've no experience with magic yourself?
I'm not a magic person, and
Mm.
you know what? If you had magic, you were kind of held differently than
Oh,
the rest of us, because
might
I,
have been
I
easier to leave.
probably easier to get out to take other precautions, but
Mm-hmm. Makes sense to me. Well, good for you then that it was a little easier. What is your specialty, if I might ask?
I my specialty.
Do you
I don't make
fight with?
drinks like that.
Right. Nee. I don't know. Is there something you like to do especially?
You mean like with the fighting? I'm decent with a bow sometimes.
Mm.
Um, I don't know what are you looking for?
Oh, sorry. I don't know. I suppose
like
oh,
can I hide stuff or
is there any sort of hobby or profession that really you really enjoy?
be honest with you, we didn't really have a lot of things like that
Oh,
there. Um,
but that's terrible.
a lot of the guys and I have been fishing lately. Uh,
Fishing's good. Fishing's right good. Caught any good ones?
I caught like this a really small one time.
Mm-hmm. I think I might have caught the same one once.
It's like the size of my finger. But,
Oh,
uh,
it's all
can't say
right.
I'm very good at it, but I've done it.
There you go. Nothing wrong with that. Finding new things to do, new things to like, it's a good thing, I think.
It's kind of starting over being out here, so
I can
a lot of
imagine.
new things to find.
Mm-hmm. There any sort of place you're hoping to go, especially? I understand you're following this path with Fionn, and we're all sort of heading the same direction for now, but once that business is done, any other sort of place you'd like to go or things you'd like to see?
I kind of owe everything to Fionn right now. Uh,
Sticking with him for a while?
I don't have a reason to go home, so or well, the ones of us that are here don't have a reason to go home.
Oh. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, really.
Plenty of them did, which is great.
Hmm.
Maybe we could just try some more of these fun drinks.
I think that's a good idea. I think there was one I tried a few days ago. It was not very dissimilar from the meat that they make back home. I'll give you just a second. Let me see whether or not I can get a little something else for you. Lamb will definitely get some ale and ask if Jack can add a twist of honey, could you please?
Yeah, if you can describe something to Jack, he could probably make it happen. Like if he's had it before, if he's tasted it before, he could probably do it exactly. But he'll take your description and he'll point the head of his mandolin at it and he'll do a little squiddle and and see if he can
Nice. I imagine Lamb had him replicate a few days ago like something very close to the mead that her dads make at home. It's like one of the nice ones. It's one of the summer editions, so it's bright and a little floral and a little fruity. So she gives that a little taste to test. Oh, it's perfect. Thank you. Bustles that over.
Amston will happily accept every drink that you decide to bring over for him.
Heck yeah.
He will give off extremely nervous vibes the entire night that you are trying to talk to him.
Oh, poor guy. I don't think she will torture him unnecessarily. Um, I think she'll hang out with him for a little bit more, try and err on the side of lighter, gentler topics than those. Mostly notes about the performance or one of his friends dancing on a table or eh, light stuff, and then kind of leave him to his own devices after a bit.
I think Kian will be enjoying the energy of the space and probably more leaning on Madden as his social crutch. So he'll probably just be asking Madden about people and stuff and talking to whoever feels like talking.
Yeah. Madden will happily be basically the bond between these two groups because he is. And he is actively waiting for a moment where Fionn peels off and goes and sits down. So he's just kind of watching and waiting for that moment while partying and being the glue for the two groups.
At some point, while you are being the glue, and Kian, you're right there, Gall and Broderick do come up at the same time and want to know if you'll arm wrestle them. Both of you. They want to see who's strongest.
Yeah, sure, count me in. Pulls out the guns.
Why not?
Is Madden in the chainmail right now?
I think Madden took his armor off for the party.
I really wanted to see the image of Madden rolling up a chainmail sleeve and it just sits up on top of the gun.
It's very funny to cast Compelled Duel on somebody that you're arm wrestling.
I mean...
but I will just arm wrestle like a normal person. You want athletics checks?
I do want athletics checks, so I will take one from you, Madam, one from you, Kian, if you're participating. Galt is challenging you both first.
Okay, and what's Galt look like? Just
Uh,
how intimidated should I be?
Not he is the one that's been carrying drinks the whole
Okay.
time. He is smaller. Uh,
If criminals had an intern.
yeah, he's the new guy. He's just a little
Mhm.
loud and wants to be part of the fun.
You just wanted
Mhm.
strength?
Athletics check.
Athletics.
Athletics, which is strength.
Heh.
What do we get?
10.
Hmm
24.
Jesus Christ.
So
Good guy.
Galt squares up with you first, Madden, puts his arm out, and you just immediately onto the table. Like, couldn't even tell that he tried at all. He's like, all right, warm up, warm up. Puts his arm back up for you, Kian.
It was a warm up.
And there's the tiniest bit of resistance before you also just smash his hand into the table.
Galt, no.
No, Galt!
Galt rolled a 2 and a 3.
Wow.
Oh, buddy! That's okay, but
Better luck next time.
God, keep training. He starts carrying around more drinks with that hand specifically. Just luck.
he's just gotta
Just luck.
flex those muscles.
Broderick is just shaking his
Sorry,
head
I
by
think
and
it
will
is
sit
just-
down.
All right, Broderick. I'd really have liked the good roll on Broderick, but maybe we'll keep the momentum.
Broderick has a bit more muzzle to him,
Just a bit.
but you know.
Got worse.
Oh
18.
no.
8.
What was yours, Madden?
18.
18? Okay. He puts up a pretty good fight. It takes a bit of time. You were both sitting there. It wavers back and forth, but you still easily defeat him. Ian, you saw that he was holding his own against Madden, and I think your confidence slips a bit in that moment, and when he sits down, he just immediately it's a slow push down, but
just the gradual.
yeah, you're making it work for it, but he
Make
does
him work for it as best I
win.
can.
He did have to work for it.
Well,
You didn't Galt it.
He didn't Galt.
yeah.
He didn't roll a 2. Right.
Well done, everybody.
Bad.
Good job.
I'll win against him someday, though.
Good luck.
Madden shrugs. He's like, yeah,
He
maybe.
can't win every time.
You can't win every time.
You
You
know
see
it'll
him
make
go
you
off
work
the
for it.
golf.
You can try him again later.
Yeah. It's a team effort now.
Yeah.
Team effort to deal with this guy.
You tickle him.
And they'll proceed to go get the fresh drinks from Jack, get new flavors for everybody.
Yeah.
Eventually, Fiat is not going to dance the whole time. He will sit at a table at some point. So you are welcome to approach him.
Yeah, when he seems the least with people, Madden will approach him.
Sure. At some point, whoever's with him will have gotten up to go fetch their own drink or
Good,
leave
get
the
out of here.
space.
Yeah.
And he's at a table.
Yeah, Madden will grab, will walk and probably be given a drink mid-step, and will go and sit next to Fionn. And I don't think he says anything for a bit, and is just kind of watching people. You have a couple minutes for me?
Of course.
Not sure if it's the place, but our earlier talk left me with some questions.
I don't see why we need to go somewhere else. Unless you don't want your friends to know something, then we could head out.
No, I already had that talk earlier today, so I think we're okay.
He'll lean back in his chair. Go ahead. I owe you whatever you want.
Sure. Can you tell me about him? Diarmid? What happened?
That is a long story. Try to shorten it. Don't want you to keep you at my table the whole evening.
Is there any way that Lamb may possibly be within earshot for this? I'll roll if it must needs be done. If not...
I'll let you roll stealth to stand close enough without it seeming like you're eavesdropping if that's what you're going for.
Jack
I will
strums
be
louder.
I will be rolling against this.
Yeah.
Because Madden was specifically looking for him alone, and if it's like
Okay.
Lamb and her 8 feet are like
Yeah.
6
You
feet
are
away.
welcome to roll it. Like, if Lamb doesn't think it through, because she's just this tall, it doesn't always realize that she's not sneaky.
I abdicate this roll. I don't need it.
Alright, you are busy giving Amsden another drink and trying to help him out of his shell.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Kian would probably also come hang out with Lamb at some point too.
Amiston's like, I don't know what I did to deserve this. And
He's the one
Poor Amston.
who tries describing this tiny fish that he caught the one time. He's like, I have no idea what it was, but this is what it looked like, guys.
just
In
both of you
fairness-
guessing, and he's like, I don't know. You could say the right fish, and I still won't know.
I don't really know fish all that well myself.
It was silver,
Precious.
had those fish-like eyes. I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
Gills,
The big ones.
fins.
Gills.
Right. Little black bands or no?
It was just the one color.
Oh, that helps
yeah.
actually.
Nope, so you get the full rundown of
Does it, Lamb? Does it?
his fishing
No.
adventure. He doesn't know what else you want from him.
It's fine.
If I tried to tell you everything about him, we would be here for hours and hours. Diarmid is my best friend. Was my best friend. So I'm the one that needs to deal with this. We grew up working for the same guy. His name was Owen. And spent a lot of time on the sea together, just doing normal ship work, a lot of trade routes and helping with shipping, helping foster relationships with people on the coast. And then, we were just kind of boys at that time. When we were hitting like our late teens, I think I was 19 then, I started working for Owen doing some work inland, and I had made this base of operations for us. And then, it would be about 20 years ago now, Diarmid decided that he was going to take over that. He gave me this scar with one of his swords and got me arrested and took everything that I had built. And I've been there waiting since.
Your operation, was it the Boundless then?
We didn't have a name like that. It was just part of this Owen's trading, his company overall. Like, yeah, some of it probably wasn't the most legal. Some of it was underground smuggling, things like that. But we weren't stealing and causing towns to burn to the ground or ruining the continent in general. Maybe not the most above board all the time, but
We were, I suppose, hired by the Amberwater Adventuring Guild, who seems to have a similar interest in seeing Diarmid no longer acting on the continent. So we've been following that trail for a couple of weeks now.
can't say I'm too surprised that there are people that want him gone other than me. Maybe surprised that it's taken 20 years.
Must not have been that bad earlier. Basically got the road closed down.
That's what we've heard.
We're getting more information on it, but we heard that something might be happening at Galenva.
I think that one's south of here.
Yeah. Seems the Boundless have some interest in being there for some reason, so we're probably going to head that way. But we're gathering details first.
Yeah, I can't say that we'll be able to go. I need to focus on the plans for his main camp.
No, that's understandable. I want to be there for that, though.
Yeah, you all are welcome. He is. I assume that the place has changed a lot since I've been there. I'm assuming he is still using my same base, but I imagine he has done a lot. So we'll need time to scope it out.
You also, during the meeting, you were discussing a woman who seems that they are going to be picking up the pieces once this is over with. Who's that?
Owen's daughter. She has taken over the business now, so it would have been hers.
And what's her name?
Her name's Grania.
I don't know if it's relevant. You discussed a letter that you had sent.
When we got out, I sent one to her. I figured she should know first out of everyone what I was planning to do, and knew that if anybody would be able to help, it would be her. I told her that we were heading towards this town and some places along the way.
And what do you do when this is over?
I don't know. This has been my goal for a while. And I haven't planned past it.
Mm. No, I can relate to that. It's I feel like I have my own Dearmid waiting for me, but they aren't exactly right around the corner.
Whoever they are, they'll still be there. Can
I'm
take
counting
them
on
out.
it.
I'll let you know if it was worth it.
Mm. That'd be good to know. Might not change my mind, but it'd be good to know.
Maybe for you it'll be different. We'll see.
We'll compare notes on how that goes for us. But I also just wanted to say thank you. I I'm not sure I would have made it.
At this point, you don't need to thank me. You helped me. Helped all of them. Well, don't get me wrong. Some of them did really shitty things and probably should have been there. But
No, that's something that I try I like dwell on for a second and then I push it back a little bit and I'm like that's a later me problem.
hmm, I'm sorry. I can't say I'm going to tell you where everybody went and who all got out then.
No, that's fine.
Doesn't sound like you're considering helping break everybody else out either. Then, because that was a consideration for maybe after Diarmid, I go back to the prison and finish what we started there.
Mm. I feel like I should tell you no, or should I should stop you, but I can't make myself do it. So
How about I just won't tell you if that's the plan?
honestly, if you had caught me maybe a couple months ago, I would have helped, but um, I have direction currently.
It's like that 1 week that you had ahead of us changed
Mm,
everything.
it did. It was enough time, I suppose, to change a lot.
And it's good you're here. You look like you're doing well. Much better.
Um, I'm I think on the way to being the best I've ever been. I see that as something that I could be. So here's hoping.
I believe in you.
That means a lot.
We've come this far.
Yeah. We'll see what happens after.
He'll hold up his glass to that and take a drink.
Mm-hmm.
To after.
Madden will also drink too after.
I say drink to after. I think we should take a little break, guys. It's a little later than we normally take our break, but we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Everybody go get a snack and some drinks, and we'll see you then.
Thank you, 10.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back for episode 11 of the Gossamer Veil. We just took our 10-minute break, but we are ready to jump right back into the action. Our team is currently at a sort of kind of party in a tavern with a bunch of criminals that broke out of prison with Madden's help. But we're having a great time. We're making friends. Right off the bat, we're gonna go into the rest of the scene. I want a perception check from everyone just to see like what you all are catching where with what you're doing in the room.
Eight.
You say 8? Oh man.
Yeah, I got an 8.
I
I'm
mean, that
playing a
makes sense.
mandolin.
Yeah,
You're
Check it out,
he's
barflies. What do
busking.
you
I
want?
also got an 8. I don't know what I'm doing.
Prestidigitating everybody's drinks. I'm busy.
I got a 9.
a 9.
A dirty 20.
Lamb's gonna
All right,
catch
Lamb.
everything for you guys, so at
Perfect.
least you'll know what's happening. Yeah, Jack, you are very busy, as you said. Moira keeps hopping between different members of this criminal organization, dancing with them. But you're busy; she can't dance with you, so makes sense. I believe Kian and Lamb, you are both at this table with this man who is talking about this fish. Uh, Madden, you are with Fianso, very distracted at the moment. That we are picking back up right where we left off. Matt and Fiona are kind of sharing their backstory information and just having a good time in the tavern. And it's pretty loud in here. You know, a lot of the men are just up dancing, having drinks. You can see Broderick is trying to arm wrestle the other dudes that came to try and gauge where he's at, you know? To see who might be the step in between him and Madden for him to train with. And Lamb, you definitely overhear him like saying all the names and like making the tier list of how he's going to work his way up the ranks.
He's very determined.
Yeah. He. I'm kind of glad that there's the others. I haven't beaten him at all.
Oh, I can imagine. I mean, I didn't really go in for arm wrestling very often, though I was always very, very much larger than most of my family, so it really wouldn't have been possible. Not even just not fair. Wouldn't really have worked.
Oh, if you want to arm wrestle him, he does it all the time. Him and Galt. So you could go ask them. They won't say no.
I think you can take them, Lamb.
Do you think so? Really?
I've got a feeling.
Really? Well, if I did beat him, would they be sorry at me?
No.
No? You didn't think so?
I don't think so.
Like I said, Galt is probably going to lose no matter what. He's really bad.
Do you think I should maybe let him win a little, give him a little confidence?
Now we're broaching another territory.
Ooh, do you think?
Follow your heart on that one.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it.
Perhaps that'd be a bit.
Maybe
perhaps
keep it honest.
Perhaps that's best.
Honesty's the best policy usually.
That's true.
I can call him over if you want to try.
Sure, why not? I mean, I've never done it before, so sure.
He absolutely does not call them over. He waits until Galt passes by with drinks and just kind of pulls at his arm.
Yeah.
And says, "Can you arm wrestle her real quick?" He'll immediately sit down. Sets the tray on the table.
So how's it done? Right. Will you tell me?
Oh, you put your hand in mine, and then you push the one way, and I push the other, and then whoever pushes their other's hand all the way to the table, they win.
Right. Okay, that's easy enough.
I'll take it easy on you.
Oh,
don't worry.
You're very kind. You didn't need to be too nice on me. I'll not be too nice on you either, all right?
Madden and Lamb are the same strength.
Amazing.
Alright.
Oh, dear!
Hold on.
Huh.
Lamb, give me a DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
Oh, alrighty. DC 14, Constitution saving throw. That is, well, I'll tell you true, that is a 13.
Lamb doubles in size in all dimensions. Just swells. Her chair slides away from the table
Oh, dear! Oh, goodness!
as Enlarge reduces cast
Oh,
upon her.
gracious me!
Just as they're about to lock hands.
Oh, dear! Oh,
Holy shit.
oh, my
It's across the room.
Yeah, with your
Oh,
8,
gracious.
your 9 perception, you can definitely see that happen.
Yeah.
Jack!
Lamb, I said honesty is the best policy.
That's what I thought! This was Jack, what you doing?
Did anybody notice that Jack did it? Jack just
Right.
heard that.
Just quick to.
I don't know if she caught that he did it.
No? You don't shit. Not within, damn. All right, never mind then. Redacted. Back that up. I don't know, it wasn't me. It just happened. I'm sorry.
He still puts his arm out.
You've got this, Galt.
Oh, dear.
Squinting.
Oh dear, this is sort of why it was. Can you understand? It was an awful. Never mind. I'll tell you later. All right.
Galt
Lamb tries to
looks
sort of
like
like
he's
set up.
locked in.
All right, Lamb
She's
does her
like-
best. Like, she's what a size. Oh God, she's normally like 8 feet even, which is the very tallest you can be
Yeah,
for
you're
medium
ducking under the
size.
ceiling at this point.
So I'm like,
Jesus
what?
Christ.
Pushing. God, I'm so big.
Mhm.
And what is being larger add to their strength?
Good
Yeah, it
question.
doesn't
Oh, nothing.
help her.
Nothing.
Oh.
This is just the aesthetic thing.
Really?
Huh.
Really?
Right.
It
It
does
adds
not
to
change your
It adds
stats.
to damage.
Oh.
Yeah, if you do an
Wow.
attack that does more damage, but it
feel
doesn't
like you could,
change your strength.
Get him with your
score.
finger.
Interesting.
Maybe
They're
so.
like they just sort of expand your body. They're just like, we don't add more muscle, we just stretch it across a wider canvas.
Sometimes you
Interesting.
have advantage
Oh,
on strength checks.
oh,
There you go.
dang!
Oh, strength
Yeah,
checks.
so you have
Okay, yeah, I guess it
advantage.
would.
So I'd get advantage for this athletics check.
Get
Hot
wrecked,
diggity! Oh boy!
Thanks, Google.
Hooray! Well, very good then. With my advantage, that's a 19.
Poor Galt. He
I'm
got
sorry,
a
buddy.
16.
Ah,
so
he
good
did
this
so
time.
good. He pushed, like he made her work for it. Even
Yeah,
like
he puts up a fight.
and so
but-
this looks even more impressive, I
Mhm.
think, for him.
He still loses. And
Oh, oh goodness, you did put up a good fight, dog. Oh goodness, I've never done this before, and really I wasn't sure it'd work at this size. You did a grand job.
Drop the spell. She shrinks back.
Oh. Well, if you want to try again without me being all big like that, I'm glad to try.
he's gonna put his arm back out.
Right. Good lad. Let's try it again. I didn't mean to. I promise. Let's do it. Let's do it
Can
right.
I sneakily cast guidance on Galt? Would that help?
Come on, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can do it.
Do
I'll
it!
need a sleight
Under
of
the
hand
table.
check.
Sleight of hand. Here we go. Do a little whistle behind your hand.
D4.
What does guidance give him? A D4?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, Galt.
Right.
When we get one.
I've got a 15.
With a 15. You put up a pretty good fight, but he does manage to get your hand down.
Oh!
To the table.
Except that he'll take the lower of the roll that he just takes because I silvery barbs him. And
Okay.
Oh my God!
Let's see.
And you give
said
the
you
advantage to Lamb.
yep.
All right.
So Lamb rolls advantage on her next roll, and what's his face takes the lower of the 2 rolls he is doing currently. Good.
Oh no!
All right.
My God.
So we'll see.
The notes
So
are
she
crazy.
Is a new role
Yeah, I was just
happening
like,
for
how are you gonna
Liam?
keep up with this shit?
Silvery barbs.
This is a wizard duel in real time with Lamb as the medium. Sword in the stone, eat your heart
Don't give
out.
him an Ayn Rand name. If you want me to like the guy, don't give him a
I'm
name
sorry,
out of an Ayn
I
Rand
don't
book.
know the names from her books because I refuse to read them.
That's
Yeah,
valid.
Valid. All right.
How can I know what I'm copying if I haven't read it?
What
Man, if
number
I
am
cared, I'd throw Bane in here, but I
You
don't.
could.
But I don't care.
Right.
Jillian cares. Madden does not care.
No.
Jillian want do Bane, but will not.
No.
So what number am I trying to beat, Lamb?
Can't hear you.
I believe it was 15.
Okay.
I believe it still gets the guidance, so whatever you rolled on that, you still get.
Okay.
Mm.
That means it's harder. It doesn't look as nice, but Galt still does it
Ah,
Bad.
good for him!
by
Ah.
one.
By
I
one.
won.
By
Oh,
one.
that is a
Bad.
tough fight then. And Lamb gives it her all. She's being spirited. She looks like she's really having a good time. She's never done this before. And she's enjoying it even though she's losing. And even
Look
when
at
she's
that.
lost, she's like, that was grand. You did a great job. Wow. Oh,
He's gonna get up and start cheering. This is the first time he's won.
Ada lad, that's
Yeah,
good.
Jack will cheer too.
The people start cheering.
Jack knows
some
he
of the
cheated
more,
and he won anyway. So.
There you
the
go.
more drunk prisoners start going, go, go,
Go,
go.
go, 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 go. Lamb joins in.
Yeah.
This is great. He did a good job. Well done. You should be right proud. You got a good arm.
He is so excited. He'll drink one of the drinks down immediately. Abandons his tray and starts going around so excited.
Oh, that was a right good time. Thank you for the
I knew you'd hold
recommendation.
your own.
I didn't know what all that was about with this. I don't know what's in these drinks, but perhaps Jack ought to lay off of it for a bit, hey?
Mm,
She
I'm
drinks
scared to
another anyway.
now.
The party continues on.
Hell yeah.
That as all the cheering and everything is happening, Lamb, you can hear this happening immediately. Hey, but everyone's gonna catch notice of the sound as a door to the front of the establishment crashes open, like slams into the wall, and a new group walks in. Leading is a woman with sun-kissed skin, freckles across her face. Her hair is half shaved, very long on one side. She's got a black corset top with a red blouse underneath, with a bit of like gold stitching to it. Cutlass hanging at her side, and followed behind her. Some of you will recognize Connor, Raza, the tiefling woman. There's the elven archer, and then 2 other people are with them as well. There's a human man that's wearing a very brightly colored, like turquoise and pinks, with a very large hat, and then a woman with gray blue skin, white and black streaked like hair that's almost floating, and a lot of blues. She's got sky blue billowy shirt, navy blue waistcoat on, and they walk into the space. The woman at the front with the half-shaved head immediately clocks the table that Madden and Fionn are at and heads that way. The woman with the gray blue skin heads towards the bar, and everyone kind of scatters.
Clear the fuck out.
Lamb, with your 20, you notice that the guys at the table with the guards also immediately clock this, look at each other, stand up, and get the hell out.
Wow.
That
Whew.
tracks.
I wonder where they're going off to so fast.
That's a good question.
Think we're in someone's presence.
Uh, this
Do you
woman
think
with
so?
half-shaved hair is walking over to Fion's table, will sit on the table in front of his chair and put the boot, the heel between him and say, "Me and you upstairs now."
Ew.
He will take her
Hey.
hand and kiss it and immediately follows her upstairs.
Jack was walking over with a drink and then immediately gets dejected and just like, oh, all right. And he was going to introduce himself, but this is
What kind
not
of drink does he have in his hand?
whatever the bar gave him fastest, but it was going to taste good.
Did he indicate who it was for?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah,
No,
then it's just regular.
no. He just.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, all right, so
not for me.
she and him are walking up the stairs. You see the man with the very large hat has gone to the bar, grabs a full bottle of scotch, and follows up. The tiefling woman follows up. Connor, the archer, kind of set up in a corner. The woman with the pale hair sits at the bar. Am I missing anybody? 3 of them are upstairs. No. Yeah, 3 of them are downstairs still. Madden, you've been left alone.
Yeah. Madden wasn't getting in the way of any of
Yeah.
that. That is none of my
Jack will
business,
give the
actually.
drink to Madden.
Mm.
He'll take
I
it,
like-
watching them go up the stairs.
I like freckles.
Mm, she'd eat you alive. Just like watching her leave.
Here's to hoping he'll finish his own drink.
Yeah, he'll drink to that.
Hooey.
He'll give if he ever catches Connor's fucking eye, he'll give him a little wink across the room and go back to having fun with his new friends, old friends.
Buddies. And if he's like making his way towards additional people to hang with, then Lamb will leave him to it. If he seems like he's sitting at the table a while, she would wave him over, but
Oh, I mean, if waved over, Madden will come over.
everything okay? It was sort of sudden.
I think that may have been the other half of our dealings.
Oh, I see.
That's just a guess, but
Seems a good guess.
I
All of
think
the
it's a good one.
guards, all of them left from another table a little ways over as soon as she walked in.
Clearly, she has some sway here.
I'm sorry, are we at the table with Amsden still?
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Weird.
I mean, it's like, just like real low key.
we forget he's there every time. We're just like,
He's
we'll
just
say
really
anything in
quiet,
front of
just-
him.
Emston, I don't know. Do you know who she is?
I haven't met her before. That's probably the you're talking about the one that went upstairs with Raza. That's
Delete.
probably Grania. She leads them.
Oh, I see. What sort of reputation has she got with your lot?
I mean, I don't know her. She is connected to Fion.
I see.
She's who will be inheriting, and I assume changing up the script a bit from what Diarmid is currently doing.
Oh, I see. The alternative. Oh.
It's our lesser of two evils.
I see.
Huh.
I see what you mean.
I mean, Fion talks highly of her, so I think she's the right option.
Certainly seems she'd be able to make them fall into line.
Madden's looking at this man like, do I know him?
Lem's said his name.
That does not help him.
Oh no.
Madden's like, he's like, oh, he was at the meeting.
You recognize him from the meeting.
Yeah, I do not know him by name or face, and we'll just accept that. Yeah, that meeting I think is none of our business. I'm not casually walking up to the door on this one.
Nor I. That seems far too rude and much too likely to raise some bad hackles. Better to enjoy the party.
Hackles down.
I much prefer that. Do you see the fight that Galt put up?
I saw that you were a very large woman.
I didn't know how that happened. I really didn't know. I have to assume it was in
I
one
have
of
a
the drinks
suspicion.
I'd drunk. I do know, but it's not something I can usually just do.
You had it in you all along. None of us ever doubted you.
Well, that was a very fun little contest, and I thought that Galt had a good time as well. So I'm glad.
Did you see her freckles? Yeah, even more comely than Kian's.
That's true.
Kian's got some pretty comely freckles.
Surely they spent some good time in the sun, so seems she's fit for working out into elements when she need to. So probably she knows right well what she's doing. I have to imagine.
I'm gonna call over Galt.
He'll come over immediately.
Hell yeah.
He's still really amped up, even though the noise died down a bit when all the people entered, but the energy's still there.
Yeah. He's just effervescing.
Round 2?
Round 2, but would you also be so kind as to take a couple drinks over to that table? And he'll point to the one that Connor is at.
That seems only fair.
Oh, yeah. I might try. I'll take them to all of them that got here.
Kian is
Appreciate it.
pointedly not looking over there.
Yeah. Sit in the chair like that faces away from that corner.
You're right, Kian. You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay. Let us know
Just
if...
feeling a bit awkward.
Well, that's fair. Is it the kind of awkward that's better left alone or addressed?
I'll start a bar fight with him right now. I
Someone say
think
bar
we have
fight.
the numbers.
Is that what we want to do, though?
We definitely have the
that's the
numbers.
meeting that's going on upstairs, though? I don't know.
See, the thing is, I don't know if they'll care if it's a bar fight. Listen, maybe I wait till after the meeting, but
It might be good manners. I don't know.
Please don't start a bar fight.
We've got business yet with the Boundless this evening. So maybe not start the fights that we don't need to. As fun as it might be. Kian, sorry I didn't mean to make you feel uncomfortable. Although your freckles are adorable.
so the urge to see, Madden's like, so I don't have to start the fight, but I can finish it. The thought of compelled duel becomes
no.
so.
Oh no!
Oh shit.
Hey,
It's got.
mood, buddy. Mood.
See, the thing is, compelled.
It might
duel,
be kind of hot.
You want me to beat the shit out of your ex? I'll do it. The thing is, if I fail, then it looks so silly. And it's not like they have to come beat me up, I think. One creature that you can see within range must make on the save that the creature is drawn to you.
Drawn.
For the duration, they have disadvantage against attacks on everybody else. And have to roll to try to be with like further than 30 feet away from me. Tempting. Tempting. I just have a very low save DC, so it's not It's not hard to succeed against me. Oh no. I bet his
Maybe
wisdom's
he
not
wants
super
to.
great. He just decides to fight. I hope he does. I made him look a little silly at that warehouse meeting. But I made him look a little silly, he probably got a little bit in trouble, and you know what? Maybe that's enough.
What did you do?
Nothing. Also, sending him drinks, I also think is just a power play. It is fully what it is. I want him to know he's my bitch.
I would like
I
to
want
That's
him
how
to
you
know.
operate in prison.
I would like to prestidigitate those drinks to taste a little worse than the normal house fare. Everybody
That's-
else has been getting premium. This guy's getting like, well, drinks -1.
Yeah. And he's like, the other people at the table, they can have great drinks. That's fine. Just him. Give him this drink.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He gets the stinky special. Everybody else, it's fine.
How long does Hunter's Mark last? An
I'll say,
hour.
if you guys keep looking over at the table and like looking at Connor, I'll take a perception check, a new one.
Ooh,
Ah, hell.
somebody
yeah.
percept for me.
Madden's
I won't.
Perception. 16.
Ooh, here we go.
I got a nat
Perce-
20 for a 21.
Damn.
Ooh.
So
Hot diggity.
as unattentive as Jack typically is, this time he's focused.
And Madden got
Locked
a
in.
19.
Yeah.
We're locked in. Jack and Madden are locked in
Locked
on
in.
this problem.
On this guy. One, you can see him acting like he's in pain quite a lot. Like looks like he's having a hard time breathing. And
Oh,
he's
no.
having a bad time right now.
Ooh.
But he's
Oh,
trying to
sorry.
put up a good face.
Good.
And
Oh,
Yeah, Madden
Oh.
won't start a fight with him then.
he's looking a little rough. What happened, do you think?
Oh no.
Should I
I
send him
think-
some healing?
No, we don't heal him, lamb.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah, he got his comeuppance for having a bit of a loose lip situation. Is
I
my
see.
assumption.
Oh, for telling Kian and you about the
Yeah.
whole-
I may have been a bit loud about that. That's my bad.
oh. Well,
A lesson learned.
and
Jack's just gonna gesture for Connor to come over.
oh man,
Why?
please roll.
What are you doing,
persuasion.
Can I assist?
Sure, you sent him
Hell yeah.
drinks.
It's persuasion.
Yeah.
All right, 17.
And that's with the advantage.
Oh, with advantage.
With
Oh,
advantage.
okay.
help
Madden's
action
helping
from
you.
Madden.
Now that
Madden's
you see
mugging for
Kian's
you.
at the table.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
still 17.
yeah. You all clearly see him like say something to the guy he's sitting with, and then he'll get up and walk over.
Have a seat.
No.
I think we're on the same side.
All right.
Whether or not there are personal grievances with anyone here.
Mm-hmm.
You all right then?
Fine.
As I was saying, I think we're on the same side. There might be some lingering grievances somewhere. There might be some misunderstandings. But I think the goal is the same, is it not? We're looking to get rid of the same person.
Dermot, and his lot's really doing a terrible, terrible thing across this land, and I think it's good for us to be all working together. Should be easier.
Right. I'm not sure why you've invited me over. I don't have any issues with anyone in your group.
All right. I would like to say the same about our group to you, but I don't speak for everyone.
Does he look genuine? I would like to vibe check him, does he seem genuinely like he does not hold any grievances or grudges with us?
Can roll insight.
Oh, hot diggity. It's a 19 on the dice plus 4, that is a 23.
Yeah. Connor never had a problem with anyone in your group. Like, he had a fine time in his opinion. Like, it's a few times that you've all have interacted. Like, yeah, he may have gotten in trouble, but
He doesn't hold us in a grudge about that.
from what you see, he is being honest. Doesn't seem like he's got ill intent.
Right, well, I think then we're all in agreement on that. And perhaps we can get to know each other a little bit better. I'm Lamb, by the way. I don't know if we've met.
Good night, Connor.
All right, maybe I have a little issue with one of you, but I'm Connor. Nice to meet you officially, Lamb.
Bye.
I'm Jack.
Hmm.
We're here looking for Unbounded. Or Boundless.
You've had a
Take
few,
either.
hey?
Too
I've
many
had
drinks, yeah?
too many drinks. Never too many, but sometimes too many for the situation. Looking for Boundless. You heard of any in town?
We've heard
Haven't-
about one called
Yeah,
Reynolds.
I haven't had a lot of time between the meeting that we just had and what I told Kian and Madden last night. But we've heard of some of them being in town. I'll be a fourth, right? Since we are officially on the same team. If you want information about Deermud, I am the wrong person to talk to from our group. You will want to talk to Grania herself.
And is Kranya likely to want to talk to any of us?
Tonight, no.
That
Can we
seems
maybe
probably.
another time.
Can we find a better night?
If you're up before we're gone, well, I think we're staying. If you're up before she's gone in the morning, you can maybe talk to her.
More of a talking to someone in the evening, but I think we'll probably
She's
have a
not.
late night and early
What
morning.
time is she leaving?
I suppose that's when they wake up. Actually, he'll call over to the woman at the bar. Fira, come over. She kind of sighs. Drink floats alongside her, and she comes over. Yeah? What? They want to know when you're leaving. Oh, well, we need to get back pretty early. We have business back home.
We've
Good.
some business that'll be getting us up quite early ourselves, likely before dawn. I don't know if that's about when you'll be leaving.
Suppose we can see in the morning then.
Are you wanting to talk with us?
With some interest, perhaps in at least an introduction, perhaps with your leader, if possible.
I'll go tell them.
Thank you.
I recommend having a glass of scotch ready.
Noted.
I think that we can make sure of that.
She will walk up the stairs. Actually, you can see she only goes about halfway and just yells up there. And the man with the hat walks down to meet her. And then they part and she comes back over. Do you need anything else? Or can I go back to the bar?
I think that was all. Thank you.
Thank you very
Right.
kindly.
Well, let me know. Kind of bored here. Just go sit back down.
So, what sort of Scotch whiskey is here unavailable? Is available here? It, Jack's gonna figure out which one's the best. He might like tweak the peatiness or something to make it as appealing as possible.
It needs to be as top shelf tasting as we can make it.
Mm-hmm. That is pretty much the vibe.
Can I tell where he's injured?
Scanning.
What did you roll for? Do you remember? It was high, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like a 19 or something.
19. Like probably has a broken rib or something.
I am intoxicated.
Would you like to
I
be more
am.
so?
No, I think I'm good. Madden will like get up and like I'm assuming Connor is going back to his table. Like he's
not
like, I have
staying.
done my part. Good day.
Didn't seem like anyone wanted to talk to him more, so he left.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'll meet him at the pass. So we're away from the table. We're away from both tables.
It's the no man's land.
If what's his face? If Amiston wants to hear it, that's fine. He can hear anything I do today. But there's like he'll like, hey, hold on, come on. Like kind of it's like he is giving out the physical displays of like, hey, we've all come to an understanding, and you know what? Hey, maybe I overreacted. But his eyes don't do that at all. Like it's like his gesture for anybody watching is like, hey, you know what? My bad. I was out of line. But he'll like step in front of him, and he like puts a hand on his shoulder. That's what I could do with the truth. Imagine what I could do with a lie. And I do want to put pressure on his shoulder so that it like makes him like bend his torso a bit to jostle the rib. Just a little. A little bit.
Are you trying to intimidate him?
A little bit, yeah.
Then you can roll to intimidate him.
I'd love to. I'd love to. What does this do? No. I'm like just looking at spells. I'm like, what's that? Who are you? I just want to get to roll the things I'm good at. I have to make situations for it. When else am I going to roll intimidation? $17.
It doesn't look like he's responding to it. Like no sign of fear crosses his face or anything
That's
like
fine.
that. He'll stare back. That was me that did that. I won't make that mistake again. He'll shove your hand off. Stay in your lane and I'll stay in mine.
Madden will smile, and he will exit the conversation.
He'll keep going to his table.
I'm gonna have to kill him at some point, I think.
You might have to kill him.
Just for me. Just for me, Gertie.
Kinda
the lie is that I'm not going to
ways.
kill you. That's the lie. Intoxicated Madden feels pretty good about all that.
So, like, quick question. Was that all, like, was any of that audible?
The intent was no.
Audible, no.
True.
Visible, yes.
Okay. All right.
So
see,
it
I
was
see.
Madden looking like, "Hey, I'm so
Just
sorry,"
trying to like
and then
have
getting
a
his hand
heart-to-heart.
knocked away.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because you
okay.
wouldn't have seen
Interesting.
Madden
Right.
like they were
Hmm.
far enough away that you wouldn't have caught words.
Okay.
Hmm.
Hmm. And how does Madden's expression look as he's coming back to us?
He looks fine.
Cool. He looking chill. Looking satisfied.
It's not always about intimidating. It's about informing. They don't have to be afraid of you.
They just need to know.
They just
Yeah.
need to receive the message.
It's polite to tell them. So we'll see if he stays in his lane as he specified that we should do. And if he does not, well,
Mm.
Fair.
All
Everything
good.
okay?
think I bruised his ego. And Madden kind of shrugs, like, couldn't be mended.
Hmm. Well,
Oh no.
eh,
He'll live.
probably. And
Probably.
well, given how Kian feels about him, I'll keep an eye on him from afar, I think.
You
I
don't
think
have
we
to, but if
worry.
you want.
Well, if you didn't feel unwell about his presence, then I'll not mind his coming and going too closely, but you let me know.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything to worry about. Thank you, Lamb.
Naturally.
I will party.
Anywho,
Yeah, time for party. Yeah, have we have Kian, do you think that we might be able between us be able to tell I've forgotten his name. What's his name?
Amston?
Amston, thank you. God damn it. This poor man. That's me being bad at names. That is not Madden. It's not Lamb in this case. Yeah, see? See? Proof in the pudding, guys.
Madden does not know
My brain's
this man.
fried. No, Madden doesn't know this man, and neither
This
do
is a
I.
stranger.
Lamb has met him, and I fully believe she could remember his name. She
Lamb's
would
like,
try.
we are besties. And he's like, okay.
Are we?
This man, I think, would love if we weren't sitting at his table, but
Perhaps.
it's just me. Yeah.
Have we told? Do you think we could tell Amston about how we met at the circus?
Oh,
That was a pretty interesting time, I think.
yes, it was. Did you tell him about the tiger man?
I've not had a chance yet, only in passing, but not much of the context.
Kian would happily help regale that story.
The story is regaled.
Yeah. We saw flyers for that circus, but we didn't go.
It was very interesting, but as you could probably tell, it got a little more exciting than I think they bargained for that night.
Well, I guess I'll try to catch it if we come across them in the future. See if it lives up to your story.
And I suppose you'll know what's what if you happen to see a tiger out there with purple stripes. Or a man pretending to be one.
I guess so.
Strangest thing. I still didn't know what the man was expecting to do.
Don't know.
Just be careful when you're traveling out in the wild. We're not precisely sure where that tiger's got to, so hopefully it's not just
Beware.
out someplace.
Okay, I'll let the rest of the guys know that we need to also watch for purple tigers. That might be men.
That's the long and short of it, though it does sound a little silly when you say it out like that.
It's a thought experiment. You're in the woods. Would you rather find yourself in the company of a tiger or a man?
I feel like I'd be able to make faster friends with the tiger. A bit quicker. I can use speak with animals, you know.
I,
Personally, depends on the man.
Yeah.
but you don't know him. It's a stranger. That's why it's a thought experiment. It's just from a
I go
random
in.
man.
I've been in the woods with a lot of gestures to all the men. Like, that's our norm.
Mm,
That makes sense.
no tigers.
That'd be
I
awful
don't
strange.
have tiger experience.
That's true. They're rather fearsome, frightful critters, but really, often they're just as sweet as anybody else can be, unless they're angry or hungry,
Mm,
which is quite a lot like any of us, I'd say.
I don't know. I
True.
haven't been attacked by a person because they're hungry.
Oh, I have. You didn't want to get between Grandmama and her biscuits at tea
Oh.
time. Good gracious. Her dentures? Infamous.
Okay, I'll stay away from your family. Got it.
That's probably wise.
Madden left at the beginning of that and was gone and, and was off having a good time.
Ah, he's welcome to. He should.
I think
Eventually,
Tian's gonna
all of
read the
these-
room on Amsterdam and be like, all right, maybe I should mosey on.
Yeah. After that story, Amson does start to look at the other guys and
Yeah,
does
fair.
get a group to head out.
that's fine.
It's like this is
Lamb
is
can
too
find
much.
Lamb can find other company.
Yeah.
Where are we in the evening? What time
We
is
are
it?
winding down. Whatever you would like to do for the rest of the night, let me know if there's anything important.
I was just wondering what time it was. Like,
Late.
okay.
Y'all have been
Lamb-
partying for a
Oh
while.
man. If it's
Mm.
that late, Lamb may like start making her way just to her room.
Yeah.
Probably just to like kip to bed down. If she's not like interrupting anything up the stairs.
If you go up the stairs, you will see the man with the hat and the tiefling woman standing in the hallway. Sometimes, if people are going in spurts, sometimes they'll be sitting against the wall, but they are outside of a room. They are not
Okay.
in the room.
Okay. In which case, Lamb will just give them a little wave politely in passing as she's moseying on to her bedroom. She is minding her business and she is not lingering to make any kind of eavesdropping.
Even though Jack has a room, I think he's going to stumble to the stables and find a pile of hay to lay down in.
These
Alright.
guys.
Hey, has Varys come back yet?
No.
All right, Madden's gonna head out.
No.
And he's gonna go find this man.
Hmm. Let me see if this man has actually found something, or if he's just wandering.
Just monologuing to Clover.
Kian, what are you up to before we get into the Varys hunt? Are you going to follow?
Yeah, I mean, you could come to the Varys hunt if you want to, but
Yeah, Kian was hoping to hang out with Madden for a little bit as things were winding down.
You can do that.
join me on my hunt for this
Yeah.
man.
Roll for gosh. Is it survival to track people?
I think so.
You can use survival for tracking.
6
Yes.
Ian, are you good at that?
is +4 good.
I'm gonna give you
Pretty
advantage
good.
and not roll.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You're really trained for clover squawks.
Nat 20, 24.
There you go.
Hot diggity!
I was like, I add 0 to this. I'm not. I can't help.
I'll
Plus
find
4,
him.
better than 0.
What are we doing on our walk? You'll find him eventually with a nat 20. So
I think Kian's just gonna like comment on this was actually kind of a fun evening. Kind of reminded me of that summer before you disappeared.
The summers were certainly fun. This I knew it'd be fun. Just turn your brain off a bit. Try not to think about it too hard, and it's fine.
Yeah. That does help, doesn't it? Does remind me though. You still owe me something. Kian's
See,
gonna lean
Madden.
over and kiss him.
It goes from like thinking to all thinking stopping immediately. Just think to no think immediately.
Just a playful kiss.
Um, debt paid.
Finally.
Sorry if you've been dwelling on that.
Apology accepted. Though it hasn't kept me up too many nights.
Good, I hope not. I'm not worth it.
I'll give him a little
Me then
shove.
certainly was not worth it.
Maybe not.
Oh, I've heard he's a piece of shit.
Oh yeah.
So I've heard.
I heard a few things, but had no proof.
Well. Well then. Hear a bird or anything?
Do I hear a bird or anything?
You sure do hear a bird.
Hell yeah. This bird's
So
been so
you were
mad the whole time.
subconsciously following the faint sound of her, leading towards where they were the whole time. It's the same sound that you were hearing earlier in the day, where she makes the sound and then it's quiet, like somebody responds to her.
They have their own chat.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
knew it.
They're this
eventually,
way.
you find him in an alley next to an apothecary, just talking to her. Oh,
it's any luck?
Well, I didn't find any of them specifically. I've been looking at this building. There were a lot of strange people around it. I think there might be something going on, like under it. Maybe this is the fight club, but I haven't gone inside. But
do you want to go inside? Madden's kind of shit-faced. He's ready to go inside. He's like, I feel pretty good about this.
So ready to throw hands.
You see, I was really considering it, but she kept getting really mad, so I feel like what's going on in there is going to make her lose her mind. And I promised I wouldn't get in fights or hurt people unless I went and got Jack specifically.
Oh, well, he went to the stables, so I'll fill in for him.
I don't know.
Should I take her?
Madden shit face.
No, we should go.
We have circles.
Also, Madden, are you sure you
We'll have circles. We have circles.
You don't even have. How could you go into and fight? You don't have any of your stuff on you.
That's a good point.
Well, that's weird that they're not doing like fist fighting.
We don't know what kind of fighting they're doing.
We don't know. And then what if it isn't fist fighting and you go downstairs and then, you're left with just somebody's wooden sword?
I think I could do okay. I'm a little vulnerable, but
Pat you on the shoulder. Oh, I'm sure you do as well as you did against me. And start
Hey, if everybody in there is as
angling.
strong as you, we're fucked. First and foremost. Like, I might have to tap out to be fair.
We can find out tomorrow or whenever. The building's not going anywhere.
Sure.
Surely not.
If this building's fucking gone tomorrow.
If they up
I
and
don't.
disappeared this
If the
building in
whole
the morning.
building is gone, then we have a different problem.
I would VoIP the fuck out of that building if I was him.
It's gone.
It's gone.
And you didn't see that man passed out in an alley?
I haven't found him. I found other people passed out in the alley, but every time I would wake him up and there wasn't him. Just random people in the alley.
Well, I guess we should try to get a couple hours in. It's like 3 a.m.
Maybe we should
We
sleep,
have to
yeah.
talk to them in the morning.
We'll go back to the inn and get some rest.
Y'all know Lamb is gonna be up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed in the morning. I will say, like, before 3 a.m. Whenever the party when she left the party, which probably would have been like as the party was starting to wind down rather than this late.
I don't think it's actually 3 a.m., but does Madden know that?
That's a
No.
good point. It's a good point. It's a good point. I was willing to roll with it for improv's sake, but
Either way, what is Lamb doing before bed?
definitely going to be checking her journal and seeing if anything's changed and writing stuff in there if not.
Nothing has changed. Hasn't been read.
Well, she starts her next entry. It's fine. Goes over the basics. This morning at second breakfast, we were going over nightmares. Everybody's getting them. Got to figure out stuff from Ardat's notes about curses, maybe. She's definitely going to spend more time on that when we're not meeting and greeting with new allies. She's not going to go into detail in that in this journal yet. She really doesn't know who's going to be reading it. And she doesn't know very much more about them beyond that they're going to be new allies, so that's not very much of a lie by omission anyhow. She's just not going to say that they're criminals. Goes into, we went to the temple of Angus the Young, have been inquiring about ways to potentially appease the Summer Queen. Hopefully she'll find ways to actually help Madden, sooner the better. He probably is pretty scared about it underneath that hard shell after all. She's definitely scared herself. She's going to relate that we've had a nice meeting this evening with new friends, new allies. They're doing their best with difficult circumstances, and hopefully our meeting will be good for everybody, including our end goal and finding out a good way to stop the Boundless with as little bloodshed as possible. I might give you some extra details in DMs later, but that's the broad strokes of it, I think.
All right. Anything else for before bed?
Nothing much, I don't think. Maybe a chat with, actually a chat with Mead. Especially because if she sits down with Mead, and if she takes her eyes off Mead, and Mead continues to go slow, she has concerns!
Are your curtains open?
No. Oh, heavens
Okay.
no. Heavens no. Definitely not.
Then Mead is zipping around the room. As long as nobody else from your party is in the room looking at her.
Cool. In which case, Lamb will maybe, like, Eventually, after Mead has a chance to zip around the room a few times, she's sure Mead has missed being able to do that. She will kind of get eyes back on Mead and sort of pick Mead up and hug Mead and chat with them for a little while and eventually go to bed.
Anyone else?
Yeah, Jack's leaned up in the stables against a like a swale of hay, uh, and he's just gonna he's sketches the lady with the freckles, and there's some little hearts around around the very rough sketch.
Jack is
Uh,
smitten.
Crush me, cry mommy.
this is not his best work. He is well in his cups, so it's a pretty rough drawing. He usually draws pretty well. This is not a good drawing, but once he's satisfied that he's documented his thoughts, he's gonna put the quill into the book and fold it up and try and get some sleep because they've got some people to accost in the morning.
Mm,
Kian and Madden, anything else for the night? We're going to bed when we get back.
probably going to bed. Late night.
Honk shoe.
I kind of want to talk to Varys, but
He's there. You're
Y'all
slightly
share a bed.
intoxicated.
Madden's pretty fucked up. Is Clover done being a little shit when we get back?
Yeah, once you've when you move away from that building, she calms down, and everybody has cleared out for the most part from the main hall. Like, she's a little noisy when you get into the building because there are people in here still.
Yeah.
But Connor and that archer are not in the corner when you walk in. The woman is still at the bar. Looks real upset about being here.
I see. I'm not going to
And-
make her talk to a stranger in a bar. That seems like something she doesn't want to do. So
And
I'm not
the
gonna
other
do
two
that.
are in the hallway when you pass by, and Clover makes noise when you pass them.
I'm just keep tilting her away from people every time we walk by people. Sometimes people are criminals.
Sometimes they've done something.
But I think he comes in and kind of you have party adrenaline for a hot minute, but he did go on a walk. So I think it's you get to the room and that's when the party adrenaline dies, and he's sort of pacing a little bit. It's just holding Clover upside down.
Ferris shuts the door. You can let her fly around now. She's not going anywhere.
It's almost like he didn't really realize he was I got her. So he'll open his hand and let her bop around if she wants to.
She'll move around. She'll go to the windowsill and start making noise at the glass.
Yeah. Peck, angry.
Babes knows that there's criminals out there.
She's like, God, there's so many criminals around. We could be doing so much work. Madden watches her for a second. I feel like I'm making a bad choice. It's hard to tell.
By working with them, the group.
Yeah.
Don't listen to everything she says. She'll get better at it. Right now, I think she's just kind of feeding off of people's energies and it's oh, they've done something at one point. I've tried to talk to her about it. She does not listen very well.
I tried to help you with your bird problem, but
As long as you aren't feeling your connection fading, you're
no,
okay.
Okay. No, I'm good. Okay. I've never met another paladin before, so
I'm honored.
I think I'm more worried, and maybe it could be the drink. I'm worried I couldn't do something. Right? Like, let's say it all goes sideways. And it is a problem. I don't know if I could do it.
I mean, if you can't, then it'd be like what happened to me. Probably your power will start to fade a bit, possibly all of it, and she'll give you a choice, either to turn back around and get back on her path, or you leave it.
Okay.
I don't think she's going to force you to kill anyone that you aren't ready for.
That's nice of her. Oh. I do think I threatened a man with a broken rib. Like, I feel like a dude that I could, like, easily beat the shit out of. Like, I went over and I was, like, sort of a shit. I don't feel bad about it, I think. I'm just like, I say it out loud.
Oh, did he deserve it? Does it make up for something he's done?
I don't know. The amount that Clover's been fucking screaming, and she couldn't scream in that stupid alley when he was there.
Maybe she was just mad at you. I don't know.
See, now I can't go back and apologize because it was like, I think it was pretty good. Like, and then I'd look like a pussy, so I guess I'm stuck with whatever I did there, which is fine. But probably unnecessary. I think that's the thing, it was unnecessary.
You'll deal with it if it comes back and it's a problem. Can't change it now. I mean, I could go. Who has it? I can go talk to him. I'm fully sober. I can go deal with it.
Oh god, as hot as that is, it's as truly hot as this is. You probably shouldn't go beat the shit out of Connor for me. He was the
but
guy
you said he
taking notes.
sucks so much.
God, he sucks so much. Like, and the thing is, I don't even think I know everything about like how much he sucks, right? Like,
Right,
it's
what if
just
I
like,
go? Kian can't be sleeping yet. It's been like 2 minutes. What if I go ask Kian what he does that makes him suck extra, and then I go find him and I deal with it?
So if we both go over to Kian's room, and we ask why he sucks so much, and we can, weigh the scales.
Promise there'll be no awkwardness.
I think it's a great idea. But how else can we accurately see if he deserves
alcohol's involved?
Okay.
Varys is fucking sober.
Don't
For me.
sober.
Matt and shitface like, this is the best thing I've ever heard in my life. Yes, and he's like,
And Varys
He's
is
like,
just
yes.
yes-anding him.
he didn't even come up with the idea. Varys did. And
Varys went to improv school.
He's
yeah,
ready.
we'll go over to Kian's room. Go to Kian's room.
We knock on Kian's door.
We're both knocking.
Knock, knock,
He'll open the
knocking on
door.
Kian's door.
A little confused.
Kian, you
What's
have to
wrong?
tell us about uh, everything that happened with your ex-boyfriend because I have to decide if I have to go deal with it.
We got to decide if we're beating the shit out of him.
I have to tell you everything that happened.
Like,
We
he
need the
looks at
pros and
Varys like,
cons list. Yes.
oh yeah, sort of a scales thing.
Do you
Your
want us to
way
bring
is
Clover? She'll be able
serious.
to help gauge which ones are bad and good.
Ooh, she's really good at that. You can just say like a crime at her sometimes, and she'll make noises.
Interesting.
Or she's just trying to respond. I have not figured that out yet. Like she's like, ah, we're talking. I don't know how much of the sounds actually mean things.
Here, come on.
Seems
Versus
very
try to
smart.
bring Ian with to the room
Okay.
so that they can be with Clover to
Drag
get
him
the
in.
information.
You just like we'll go along at this point.
Yep.
What do you do?
Picks Clover up and puts her in front of Ian. All right,
Okay.
tell us what happened.
We're all ready for like.
Uh, I think Kian's already blushing a little just because. um, well, I guess this will. I guess the first red flag was when I met him, and he'll sort of hold out his hand and show the scar he has on his palm. So he was. We were at just outside the market somewhere, and I felt somebody in my pocket or something, so I naturally went to grab for their hand, and he cut me, but then right after that he totally switched gears and was very concerned, so it was just very strange.
Madden gets up. No more needed, thank you.
Yeah. So, is there anything else we need for deliberating, Ian?
He
Good thing.
stabbed you?
When you met? So, currently, I think we have to
He
go
helped
find
me
him.
after. um well, I didn't like it because he was doing a lot of petty stealing and things. It's just stupid.
Like looks at Varys. I think Madden is like it's like going into like crazy territory.
Oh god.
He is unwell. Like, he like owes a hand, right? Or it, equal.
It's in the past, Madden.
You don't have to let go of everything, Kian. You can be mad about shit.
I guess I am a little bit, but
Listen, if you want to, I think there's you guys are doing some kind of meeting with them in the morning. I'll walk right up to him and punch him in the face in front of everyone.
huh.
If you even just like the idea, I'll do it.
I don't, but I do.
Yeah, your choice, Kian. I think Madden's digging the nails of his fingers like into his palm.
I mean, I feel like I don't know.
Do you want to sleep on it? And we can ask you like before we meet up with them.
I don't know if I want to talk about it again after this. I like to think he got his whatever he had coming, but I don't know if he did. I assume it's bound to happen, so it's out of my hands.
All right, what if we get him to be part of the fight, like the big one that happens, and oh no, I accidentally hit him once instead of a bandit?
Mm.
So you're smiling. I'm going to take that as it's a good idea.
That's such a the long con of it. I mean, if you hit him, you hit him.
All right, if I hit him, if it happens, oh, I'm so sorry. You'll wink.
I just feel like if you hit him, he's going to die. I'm going to be perfectly honest. As somebody who was recently hit by you, I I think you red missed him. Um,
Well, if it's in a battle, it might have happened anyway.
that's true. This feels underhanded, and I have just like
It
you
does
know.
a little. Does a little.
Listen, I'm up for either. I can punch him without any magic, just a regular swing in front of everybody in the morning.
You know, the more you say it, the more I like the idea. Huh.
It'll be beautiful. Everyone
That's
sits
a word.
down. I come down last. I'm holding the bird as she screams. I throw a fist and then I walk outside, you know?
Now I've got something to look forward to.
It's a plan.
Madden's like hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Release the bird! Just let her peck his eyes out while you punch him.
I mean, this is the only person Clover may or may not have squawked at, but
Yeah.
but after that story, Clover, your radar is off.
Girly, your radar.
She ain't squawked once.
She's still like sticking her beak up at you.
All right, that's fine.
Hmm,
You see, I
think
feel
she's
like
mad at
she's.
you.
Yeah, I think she might just be lying around you right now because you made her mad.
Clover, I don't think I can physically handle this. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I don't think I can handle it if you're lying to me.
She goes back to normal and just moves to sit against you instead.
Oh.
Hold this bird. Okay.
Madden drunk crying into his bird.
I don't cry. Maybe his eyes are a little misty, but
Hmm.
This is pain leaving the body.
I'm not crying today.
It's raining out.
Yeah, sorry for dragging you in here, Kian.
It's the interrogation over.
Yeah, if you had told me that before the alley meeting, I'm not exactly sure what would have happened, but I'll try to behave. Varys won't.
Got it.
And I'm gonna have to like sneak around back, and we have to unlock the window so I can come back in here. I promised Lamb that I'd tell all my secrets to everybody in the morning, and I'm assuming that you're going to do the other meeting first.
Hmm.
Oh,
That
are
should be
you
thing.
are you okay with that?
No, but we're going to do it.
Okay. He'll like kind of like squeeze Varys's shoulder.
So long as you're comfortable with it. You guys should get some sleep. Keen will get up to go back to his room.
Good idea. And you go back to your room. Anything else before people go to bed? And
Honk shoes.
everyone's gonna go to sleep for the night. Y'all wake up bright and earlier. We're gonna get a teensy bit farther. just to get past this beautiful new plan before I forget it for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
That's a
never
good
forget.
point. That's a good point. We
So
got
I had
2
a good
weeks.
night's 2
You
hours
do
of
not
sleep.
have a nightmares tonight.
Hell yeah.
No
Do
nightmare.
we get a long rest? Is that what's happening?
I don't think that you were out partying till 3 a.m.
No. Yeah,
Madden
no, that
doesn't have a
seems
watch.
I was
No.
worried.
Yeah.
Right.
Madden just assumed. It's dark.
He's
it's
like,
probably 3
It
a.m.
dark. Probably 3.
Yeah.
This partying started probably at about 6 p.m.
Mm.
Hell yeah.
Like they
We're
came
all
at
adults
dinner
here.
time.
We're not starting at
Yeah.
like 9.
No.
No one's passing any judgment here. Do
No.
we have a long rest?
So I think you all would have a long rest with the timeline I had in my head.
Wow.
A miracle.
I was ready to be exhausted.
A
But I
Not
will
this
accept what I
time.
am given.
gift.
Maybe next time.
It's not like we're doing a bunch of stuff, so
Yeah.
who needs raw when, you're just hanging out in a tavern?
Yeah, you all get your long rest and are welcome to start making your way down to
Open the window before we head out. Like, there you
So
go.
we unlock and open the window in Varys Madden's room.
So he can come back in.
There you go.
Put like a sheet tied and hanging down a
Yeah.
bit so it's easier to climb up.
Yeah.
Jack
Was
rolls onto
ridiculous.
his own hand and casts mage armor onto himself as he recovers from the previous evening.
Hell yeah. Lamb will have been up for a little while. Will have already had her first breakfast and bustled about and got herself ready to go and ready to meet everybody down in the tavern.
When you all start heading in, you see Granya's group is already there. They are all at a table. It's kind of set up where she is in the middle, and there are chairs available across from her. The man with the hat is seated on one side of her. Tiefling woman is on another. Connor is standing up.
Oh, they're not
Next
going to give
to
a
the
shit
argument.
about this. They're not going to give 2 fucks about what's about to happen.
Everyone
This
else
man
is
lost his
seated.
chair.
He is not seated. You all are welcome to pick your seats at this table. Fionn is on the other side of the table from them.
There you go.
I'll go sit next to Fionn.
I feel like we'd
How-
sit closer to that end.
Yeah.
How close can I sit to Grania?
So if
Across the table.
yeah, you'll have to be opposite her. So Fionn is in the seat directly across from her. But Madden's probably on one side, so you could sit on the other side of Fionn if you want to be as close to her as possible.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll sit across the table from her and then bat my lashes.
Hey, I'll let you make a persuasion check.
Ooh. Get it.
Now, Bane
No,
sounds
flirt with
even
his
funnier by the moment. By the second, Bane sounds funner.
That's a dirty. No, it's not a dirty 20. That's performance. It's a 18.
Hey, she gives you a smile.
Hmm.
Hey.
Hey.
What's everyone's
My
pass?
heart melts at this smile.
What's people's
Precious.
passive perceptions?
12.
Well,
Pass.
11.
14.
14.
Hey.
not super obvious stuff. Connor still looks awful.
Perfect.
Fuck that dude.
This guy sucks. Boo.
Lamb has no idea. Lamb has not a single clue.
See, Kian and Lamb with 14s. There's 100% hickeys on Fionn's neck. They're fully
Nice.
visible.
Hmm.
Dude had a great night.
Seems
Hell yeah.
like
For
he
him.
did. Good for
Hell
him.
yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother.
And as you all sit down, before things get started, Varys makes his way down holding this bird.
Lamb just like sort of looks up from her tea and biscuits, just so a little surprised because it sounds like Clover is going to be making a lot of noise as she's coming down the stairs.
Squawk, squawk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She's weirdly quiet.
Oh.
She's in on this.
Madden's like, I don't know what to believe anymore.
Varys goes up to Connor and swings directly
my
at this man's face.
Oh, goodness!
And kind of falls for a bit. Varys walks out, and the other people on Connor's side kind of just look at him like,
Oh, dear.
Granule will take a sip.
Lamb kind of like looking around to everybody like, is anybody gonna heal this guy? Why did Varys, she's so very confused. She's not really sure what's happening.
Madden's got a little smile on his face if you glance at him. He seems content.
Seems like the mind's eye is raiding us at the present moment as well.
Yeah.
Greetings, raiders.
Oh,
Thanks for
Hi.
joining us.
spooky.
As he's laying on the floor, the only person that does anything, the woman with the white hair, just kind of whispers, and a little bit of magic floats, and you can see a bit of it like closes up. And
Oh, that's
Must have
nice.
been a solid punch. Dang.
Whew,
yeah, it's
goodness.
a little bit big, but they aren't getting up to help him.
He should have put a smite behind it. He should have.
Lamb's
Next time.
initial instinct to heal the guy, she kind of like tamps down a little bit, but obviously keeps kind of glancing towards him, like just a little fretful, like, golly, he looks like he took that hard.
I mean,
Kian will squeeze Lamb's shoulder.
Lamb will nod a little. If Kian tells her it's okay, she'll take him at his word.
sadly, he wasn't told to try to kill this man, so he didn't put a smite behind it.
Ah, well,
That's okay.
That's fine.
We'll see if he stays in his lane.
We'll see. And he'll
I feel like
eventually get up and
The
sit at
lane's
a
getting
table
really
behind
aggressive.
him.
What is Granya's reaction to the strike?
You see her eyebrow raises a bit as it happens, and she just takes a sip of her drink.
Okay.
And she'll look at you all expectantly. I hear you all want to meet me.
Yes, indeed, Mum. The very least, we figured it might be polite for us to make introductions if we're meant to work together, right?
Yeah. In most of these, I don't know about you all. You're not officially part of Fion's group. She was looking at him. Everyone on this side in his group worked for me,
I see.
not with. You could work for me.
Well, it's in our interest to work with you, madam. But that's just a parsing of language, I suppose.
In the end, we figure it's all good that we're all working towards ending the Boundless. So, we'd like to meet the person who's as keen as we to see that done. I'm Lamb, and these are my friends, Madden, Kian, and Jack, and Varys was just in and left.
Jack, and he'll stand up and bow deeply, and extend a hand to take a hand if she will give it.
She'll offer her hand.
Ooh
And
la
he'll-
la!
And
Always.
he will plant a kiss on her hand.
Lamb, just for a half a second, glancing like, is that the polite thing to do? Should I do that?
My lady.
If you glance at her hand, she will offer it.
Well, if she offers it, then it's very rude to dismiss it. So Lamb will
Now we're all in a sticky
also do
situation
that.
here.
Lamb just copies what she sees. She thinks that's the polite thing to do.
Lamb, get off my Kool-Aid.
I'm sorry. Was that not right?
We don't want to take up too much of your time. I'm sure you're very busy. But we are intent on Diarmid soon breathing his last breath. And if you have any information that could help us help you.
I've already shared a bit with Fion here, but do you have specific questions about what he's doing? I hate to say this, but I know a lot about Diarmid and his plans.
Well, we do know that there's something being done a bit south of here pretty soon in Galenva. We know that there's more being done along the road, but we've not heard much specific. If there's anything that you're aware of that's being moving sooner, perhaps we can move to help prevent it.
Galenva. Oh. See, I didn't bring all my notes with me and letters. Let's see. Galenva sounds like one of the names on his list of towns that he was considering getting rid of when it, and I quote, when the time was right for his next steps.
I don't like the sound of that.
Nor do I. Not at all.
I assume he is probably after all of their supplies and truly anything he can scavenge out of it, and to make sure that there are less people around this area. Hopefully drive them off or get rid of them. I suppose it depends on what group he sends after them.
Why is he trying to drive people away? What's he trying to do with the land?
Oh, with that land, nothing. Diarmid is not a long-term thinker. From what I can tell, he is doing what he needs to in the moment for his immediate goals and nothing long-term.
Much power as he's got, that's terribly irresponsible and liable to really wreck things into long term. So,
Right?
Just as well we're going to address that. In that case, then, if he's trying to drive folk away from that area, what's he trying to get out of it? Beyond just their supplies in that village, if anything.
I'll let you give me a persuasion check with advantage to see how much she's going to share right now.
That's fair. Let's see. With advantage. Ooh, lovely.
Now, you've
Okay.
got Fiona on your side, so...
True. And, we're all here in the spirit of cooperation. Persuasion, it is an 18 total.
18. Lamb, was it?
Yes, ma'am.
So, do you know what the area around this looks like? How this is set up?
Not well, but I've seen maps once or twice.
All right. So, right now, the areas that he is targeting have been along the King's Road. This is close to the river. And other towns have been surrounding the capital. Other names have been along there too. He has been purposefully avoiding where I am stationed because he knows not to touch it. Everywhere along there, fine, safe. But from what we can tell, and what he is more than happy to share, he is working towards getting as much as he can and is going to make a big bid at the capital in the future.
Oh,
Hmm.
he means to knock it over.
I think he is more interested in the taking the seat of power,
Hmm.
but
Dreadful
perhaps he'll
business.
try to get rid of the whole thing.
Hmm.
I could reach out to him and try and talk to him more. I'm sure he'd love it.
Hmm. I understand you're letting him believe you're better friends than you truly are.
She gives a big smile. Something like that.
Jack swoons at the smile.
Oh, my lady. Just as well.
Um, we may not currently work for you, but if you would have us, we'd love to at least join in the fight, give aid.
Believe Fion mentioned and that you all had already talked to him about that, and he agreed to let you fight.
Just tell us when and where, and we'll be there.
My troops are coming from the coast, so it'll take them about a week and a half, 2 weeks to reach the river. But you are welcome to join them. I might be there. Hard to tell what we're going to figure out in that time.
Hmm. Well,
Very busy time of year.
naturally. I can imagine, I suppose. Good weather and all. But any aid we can provide you, we'll be glad to, in order to make sure that this destruction and nonsense stops.
It's appreciated. I I personally don't want to have Diarmid as king of the nation.
If he didn't plan long term for his banditry empire, I cannot imagine he'll be doing much better for the kingdom. So, certainly not. We'll not be having that.
Is there anything else? Any other questions that you have for me? I will not be in town again until uh, probably it's time for this encounter, if I'm back at all.
I've not else myself. Can I speak for the rest of my friends?
Does he have any allies we should be concerned about?
Just the people he's built up. If you ask him, at the moment, he might think that his ally is me.
Mm.
I see.
Actually, that does make me think. If you know him well, I mean, I've never clapped eyes on the man. Would you mind letting us know what he looks like so we'll know him when
Well,
we see him?
Lamb's learned.
She's learned! She's applying her learning in the moment. She
What
grows,
does he
she
look
changes.
like?
I need to know what he looks like so I know who I kill.
Of course. And with their current attire and their symbols, his will be the only one that doesn't have a break in it,
I see.
for one. Uh, General appearance, I mean, I haven't seen the man in a while. Fairly muscular. He's a human guy. In dark hair. I think he keeps it fairly short. Has usually is dual wielding. He has swords that he loves.
Hmm.
He's been
Is he
obsessed with them for forever.
tallish man? Shorter?
Uh, like around his height, Fian's. So
Aye,
little
aye.
tall-ish.
Tall for human?
Mm.
Aye. Right. That helps a lot, thank you.
I mean, I don't think you'll mistake him for anybody else.
If not else, if we see him without the circle ornamentation and whatnot, at least we'll have more to go on than just his uniform.
So I can try and have somebody draw something up for you.
Could be useful.
Yeah, I mean, what? She's gonna look around the table. Fionn, me. Raza, you know what he looks, or at least what he did look like. So there's a few of us that can help with the details of him.
That would be right helpful if possible. Yes, please, Mum.
And I'll make sure that gets to you. You all will be in this area.
A while yet. Aye, at least another, what, a day? Or do we need to be on our way again?
We can swing by if we need to. Glenva's not too far.
That's true.
It's only like a day south. It's not
Good.
far.
Good.
I do have to ask. She kind of glances towards where Connor is. He is usually who I would have deliver any notices in town. Should I have somebody else reach out to you?
That might be best. Yes, please.
Oh, is he? Is he not able to? And I'm gonna look over at Connor.
Liam is not going to say anything to that, but she
I
glances
wasn't
at
going to
Madden.
say about if he couldn't. It's more, I don't think you all enjoy his presence very much.
I will allow you to make that call as you see fit.
Lamb is here. She cannot weigh in on this. She doesn't know what's happening.
Hey, if she wants Connor to get his like ass whooped again, she should send Connor. Like that's the energy. Like if you want to see him get his shit absolutely rocked, send him again.
It doesn't look like Lamb is like leaping to his defense.
Hear that, Connor? If you are delivering it, you'll just drop it off at the bar.
Drop it off, run.
You can still have a job.
We appreciate you taking this time to talk with us.
Thank you kindly.
That's no problem. I'm sure Fira wants to get back.
We'd not want to keep you any longer than we must. And again, thank you kindly.
You have our thanks. And Jack will extend a hand to take her hand to kiss it again.
Lamb will not follow suit this time.
She'll offer it.
Looking for a little eye contact, too.
She'll get up, and with most of them do follow her out. Connor is last in line. They all head out. And I think that is where we're going to stop for tonight.
Seems fair.
Thank you all for joining us. Had a
Mm-hmm.
great time sharing all the lore today, guys. You got to meet so many people.
Drop the lore upon
So
us.
much lore.
Exposition.
Yeah.
So
We
much
were fed so
exposition.
well today.
And we didn't even go through all of it.
I know.
Wow.
So much
Dang.
exposition. That
Still
thank
more to
you
go.
all. If you want to keep up with all of us, we are at the Dice Cult on all the places: Blue Sky, Instagram, Facebook, all them good places. If you want to hang out with us, Jillian and I will be doing a show tomorrow over on
Ooh.
the Grouch Couch at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to hang out with us, though, on Monday we'll have On the Backs of Gods at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. And if you want to hang out and see what happens after this, we'll be back in. Sadly, now we are back to every 2 other weeks, so we'll be back on the 15th for
Gotcha.
our next chapter. Also, hey guys, I make dice. I
Yes.
probably should post the link
They are great
to the
dice.
website.
They're
and
beautiful.
At some point in the future, that website will be updated with more dice. But thank you all again, and we will see you either tomorrow or Monday. See you next time, everybody. Good night.
Thanks for joining us, cultists
Good
and
night,
raiders.
everyone.